Hello, good evening. How is everyone tonight? I have a bunch of people in the back. I love that James was here at 9:30. He's probably driving down the road. He's not actually here, but that's fine. James, you know where the link is. You're more than welcome to come. But I want to take a moment before we start because tomorrow I'm going to go live tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. We're going to live to close out. I'll start at like 9:30 and we're going to go for the hour and a half until it closes out. But I wanted to take a minute and just thank each and every one, not just for this campaign, but for everything you guys have supported Orange Cone through, from Broke Down and Four Dead Bodies to Voodoo Nations to Expired to Parallels to Cthulhu Invades Oz to Holiday Spirits to Granite State Punk, and now 800 backers for Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. Like, I cannot express how grateful that I am and how each one of them means the world to me, that you guys support the company that I'm trying to build. You support a lot of it's my writing, so a lot of it's my writing. So I am so grateful, and I hope to never let you down, right? I try to always set my deadlines, try to get everything, and I'm going to do my best to always take care of you. And I have some people here who also want to take care of you at all times. They're great creators. So we're going to hang out tonight. We're going to do the normal creator hangout. I'm going to put some numbers up. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to try to get, I've got some people. Let's bring some people on. I'll tell you. So this is the one who I'm going to get funded tonight. We're going to get the Green Zone funded tonight. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to make that happen.
It's not that far. Like, we can do it.
We need to make it happen. It's ridiculous that it's not funded because it's a beautiful looking book. It's embarrassing, really.
I'm kind of surprised, honestly.
Yeah, like, it's embarrassing to the whole Kickstarter community, not just to you. It's embarrassing. You guys are embarrassing yourself.
I think what it is people are used to seeing me work on awesome stories. They know that I do good artwork. They know that I put out lots of great pages. I work on a whole lot of books really fast. But I guess they don't know what to expect from my storytelling because they haven't seen me actually write before. But I'm here to tell you, everybody that has read a copy of this so far has gotten so excited about it that they start sending me stories that they have written for this world and making up characters and stuff that are starting to get folded into the universe. And the fact that I'm inspiring other creators to be creative, right? That's freaking awesome, man. How could you ask for anything more than that?
We're going to address that tonight. That's a problem that we're going to solve tonight because I'm sick and tired of that. And I blame Michael Watson. It's on his account, and he didn't type it in right. I blame it all on
the hurt us the first couple of days for sure.
All Absolutely. Right, and we got Daniel here. Daniel is almost here as much as me, but he's finishing up his campaign tomorrow, so we're going to be celebrating the end of his campaign tomorrow with me. I like the flashing light behind him. Like,
it's my camera being weird. Sorry, for some reason it just flickers.
So we got his Cthulhu Invades Wonderland Night
Wrath.
Damn it!
You're not the only one.
I was like, is that right? I don't think that's
I have been getting it right, actually. This is actually
and this is funny. So my artist on that, Gabe Santos, really got picked up by Guy Just Blade, Wesley Snipes, to do his book.
Right.
They talked about it in comicbook.com. Not only did they not link the Kickstarter, they spelled it wrong as Night Wraith. I'm like, damn it.
It's insane. I want to say, Braden says, evening, guys. Evening, Braden. You're more than welcome to come on if you want to talk, Braden. Cole's embarrassing. Yes, it's embarrassing. We're going to talk about the Green Zone, Cole. I expect a back tonight for Green Zone. And then I have one super excited guest. Like, it's not that I don't appreciate all the guests, but I appreciate this one the most. Miss Colleen Douglas, a longtime friend. She worked so hard to get into Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. She was sending me pitches after pitches, sending artwork before it was even a thing. Like, she's like, I need to get in. How are you, Colleen? Good morning. It's like 2 a.m. Happy. It's my birthday in your area.
Yes, you actually, I can say, happy birthday, Travis, because it's kind of like early. No, yes, I'm sort of hours ahead here. So, yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi.
Good evening.
So, all right, who else we got here? Charles, who promised me he'd say the whole thing and then messages me, yo, I got to leave early. So his continued lies in this relationship is not going to work out long term, my friend. But how are you tonight?
I'm good. How you doing, man? I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm honestly just burned out right now. I'm barely making it through work with all the work that I've been putting into everything. So
Right.
You need to get up at the time that she's already up over here. Like
Colleen's already up. It's 2:30. What's taking you so long? She's already there.
Yeah, I'm doing too much, so I'm burning myself out really bad. So it's
really
fun.
easy in a Kickstarter. I don't know how people do this and have a day job. Like this has been my full-time job.
Days. I'm working 9-hour days. I just got done last weekend with the show in Anaheim, California, which I drove to. So that was an 18-hour drive. So it's back to back shows that I've been doing. Like 3 weeks ago, I flew out to Atlanta, Georgia for a show. So I mean, I'm just going, and I'm doing the Kickstarter at the same time.
Right. Are you California?
Huh? No, I'm in Washington.
Oh, okay. All right. Same time zone.
Yeah, same time zone.
Kat, good evening, Kat. And then I'm trying to figure out who to pick next. I'm going to pick, since we're talking about flying out to events, Enrique, that's all he does is fly out to events.
Actually, I drive. I don't like that. I don't fly a lot. I drive a lot. And that's why this year, I'm taking it a lot easier to not go too crazy. After the last few years, it's been on the road. Every time I'm doing the show, it's like I'm some kind of hotel somewhere. And it's like, I'm almost getting ready to go to bed. And I was like, oh, I'll join the show for a little while. So, yeah. And I obviously, I don't have a lot of projects like everybody else here. I'm still in the midst of getting a few things up, but nothing active lately. So, but they'll be soon.
Always stay relevant. Come on. As long as
right now, I just started doing the inking for one of Triple Threat's Comics books. I'm doing Codename Hunter. I'm inking that book from now on. I got roped into that after doing the covers, so I'll be doing that for a while. And I got my own stuff coming up, and hopefully we'll see something. I got a few anthologies coming out as well soon. But buddies of mine already got one story already completed. I'm finishing the setups of the second story for Stupid Kids. I got one for Florida Mythology coming up. So things are happening, but not active yet. So I'm actually I was looking. I'm number 567.
For backer.
I'm like, whoa, that's a little low. I was late to the show, but I did it again. So
you're still ahead of me. I'm probably close to 800.
But that's great, man. So thanks for having me here, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Well, and we got one more person that I'm going to let on, even though she's probably going to get me banned from Facebook because she does it herself, gets her banned. Chrissy, are you allowed to be streamed on Facebook? Or are they is Mark the Zuck going to call me? Because you're banned from Facebook right now.
He wants to shut my filthy mouth. That's it. He's just like what it was is that I just wanted to hit my imaginary character, and they said, "Oh no." And they got mad at me and they said, "You're inciting violence." I'm like, I'm hitting my imaginary character. This is like giving Garfield a fucking dose lasagna or something. So I don't know. But yeah, that's where it is. And it's kind of funny because I could kick her ass in a post, but I couldn't hit her with a lead pipe. I'm like, all right, well, I guess the line's drawn there. So
the silly things that people will get banned for these days.
Yeah, I something that actually had physical. I mean, he wasn't a friend of mine, not anymore, but he actually physically threatened people online. And he got banned eventually because people had to report him. And I'm like, really?
Oh man, somebody posted a picture of Taki from Soul Calibur in the comments on a post, and somebody said that she was no good, and I made a crack about be careful, she'll roll around behind you and stab you in the back because it's like her signature move. And I got banned because Facebook's like, well, you said this, and 6 years ago you said this, so you're out. And I was like, what the?
And 10 years ago you said that.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, dude, my friend, she put up a thing of the collider, the collider. I forgot what it is, the Hadron Collider. I think that's what you call it.
Large Hadron Collider?
What?
The Large Hadron Collider?
Yeah, the Large Hadron Collider. They said, oh, this looks like a butthole. This I shit you not.
I didn't
It was like
design it.
6 years ago. And it was like Hadron Collider. And it's like, no, it's a butthole.
All right. Well, I mean, though I'd love to keep talking about buttholes, it
All
is one of my
day.
favorite subjects. I think we're going to talk about some campaigns. Further hangout, we hang out and we try to get us some backers, support. What? Who doesn't love buttholes? I was true
She's
story.
like,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna get
kidding.
banned. I better be careful. She's getting me banned.
I was asked out today. I still haven't even told my wife yet. A gentleman asked me out today. True story.
You're luckier than the rest of us.
I guess. He said don't get upset with him, but he wants to know if we can be partners. And I thought he was kidding. Like, so I made the joke. I was like, hey, I don't swing that way. I'm not even. He's like, well, will you consider it? Like, and I was like, whoa, all right, well. And like,
Have you really thought about it though?
Like,
Have you really listened to our sales pitch?
He's like, whoa, like let's talk it out. And then I said, well, I'm very happy with my wife. I have 3 kids. Can I see them? Could you have proof? I was like, I don't need to prove to you that I'm straight. Like, I could just say no.
Yeah.
But it's nice to
Sometimes,
It's nice to know somebody thinks you're pretty. That's what matters.
well, sometimes it's like Pepe Le Pew used to say. Sometimes it's possible to be too irresistible.
right.
Exactly.
Okay, so I gotta say on WonderCon, and I'm not trying to go and top this, but it was very interesting. So I had straight dudes hitting on me, understandably. You know, straight women, straight dudes, they hit on you. Then I had really hot lesbian chicks like freaking hit on me. So it's like, okay, cool. Like lipstick lesbian chicks, awesome. And then I had straight women said, I turned gay for you to me in the same day. And then I had one gay dude said, I'd go straight for you. I'm like, damn. I
Good
was
job.
like,
All in
yeah,
one day.
right? I was like,
Just don't do it, because then gay becomes a choice and it's going to cause all sorts of controversy. So just don't do it, please. Like, help us out. Like, you're going to start a big war. Like, don't do it.
Getting banned on Facebook wasn't bad enough. Now
Right.
you're going to bring everything crashing down around
Right.
here.
She's going to take down our whole system. All right.
you know, I do that anyway. I break Facebook on a regular basis, apparently.
So if you have a campaign, please private message me so I know the links, because I'm going
I
to do
gotta
all
move my-
that stuff. I'm going to move Colleen up top with us. Fish is going to go down and hang out with Charles, Enrique. Well, actually, no. We're going to
One
put
of these
Enrique at the
days,
bottom. He's
one
being
of these
punished.
days, she'll come on and like she won't even make it on the screen. It'll just like automatically like crash the system before she even like pops up.
Right.
They'll be like, she's caused too many problems.
I do that.
More buttholes. See? More buttholes.
I mean, come on. What
Just
can I
don't-
do?
Hello,
whatever
chat,
you
by
do-
the way. Hello, chat. I'm happy to see you guys.
Whatever
tonight.
you do, don't make a kissy face because you'll get banned for that one.
There you go.
All right. So, first, we're going to go over the campaigns, see whatever it is. We're going to try to get us some backers tonight, because that's what we need. I know Charles really wants to get 100. I know Green Zone needs to fund, or I'm going to be upset. And Daniel needs to get Will to not cancel his big giant pledge and frustrate him.
He already did.
I
Like
sent
2
you-
days ago, I was like, okay.
Oh,
And
wait,
so-
hold on. We've got somebody in the back. Oh, Mr. Ed Davies is giving me a shout out, a jump on. He's going to bless me with his presence, for what I understand.
Hey, I just finished coaching, so I just had to wait till I got done with that.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, Braden, you can post your things in the chat. Absolutely. But yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time tonight. So we're going to go through Colleen. Colleen,
Yes.
tell
Hi.
everyone what campaign has been going on for the last 29 days. And I'll bring it up on the screen. Can you tell people?
Well, I would like to say that it's Cthulhu Invades Wonderland.
It
yeah.
absolutely is.
Yes. I think
We've
it's
got
a
some
fab
random-
campaign. I love it.
Hold on, we have an invader. I have a random face I don't recognize. So let me see who this is. Yo, who are you?
Oh my God, look who it is.
What's up, man?
I got the link.
I just send the link out. It's fine. You can come. I'm just giving you trash talking. It's my show. I can do that.
That's okay. I had time to kill.
You got time to kill. Maybe
Day.
all right, so we're gonna go through all the campaigns. If you have a campaign, click it in the private chat, or Charles, you can just send it to me privately on Facebook Messenger. That's fine too. You're good. You're good.
Where? So on YouTube.
The bottom box in the StreamYard, there's a thing called private chat, so you can talk.
Oh well, I don't want to. I don't want to because I'm on my phone. So I don't.
Okay. I feel you.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with the settings because then I'll end up like disappearing, and then I won't get to see Christy get banned.
Right. You want to make sure.
Well,
I gotta stay
I'm
for
wearing I'm wearing like Mike Diana's shirt. He was like the only American cartoonist ever jailed for obscenity in the United States. I got 2 of his pieces up there right there too.
All right. So let's get some campaigns shared out. Let's talk about. All right. So yes,
First
Colleen,
person banned from
it
the
is
internet.
Cthulhu Invades Wonderland is first. Let me have you show it off. Hold on.
Oh, who?
What?
I wasn't following.
Yeah, we're sharing everybody's campaigns first, and then we'll introduce everybody, get everything. Colleen,
yeah.
What is this?
All right. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
I said Colleen, so that you're good.
Yes. Hi. Yes, of course. It's Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. We have a beautiful Alice, and that's a great Cthulhu, but he does insist on being in everything, more or less like salt in food. And we have some amazing artists, as well as some very interesting pinups, I have to say.
And look at this cover of you guys' stuff. The first thing you submit, it's a cover.
Yes, we did submit a cover. Hess's John had done this great Cthulhu cover because he was super excited to be part of the project, and he thought that it would make a good pin. And so we sent it on to Travis and said, "Look at what we've done for you." And he looked at it and he went, "Oh, you are crazy. How nice. you can join us."
Well, and if you click on here, I'm not sure if this opens up. It doesn't. But you can read right here. If you click on it to read the 4 stories, you can read Colleen's story, which is pretty cool.
Yes, I'm the Mad Hatter lady. Hello. With the tea and everything, and keeping, Yeah.
That's a cool voice. I will say that. Where are you located?
I live in England.
Oh, in England.
Sorry? Yes, I'm in London. Yes.
Oh, nice.
All right, Daniel, what are you doing, Cthulhu Invades? Just so we get all that out real quick.
I do the dodo.
Okay. And I do the Red King and the Yellow King, which is why Colleen couldn't have Hasser. She wanted him, and I said no. That's why.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm gonna get my turns, Travis.
All right. I'll send you my story after the chat. You can read it early. All right. Next up, we have a bitch. It is the bitch of all bitches. Not Christine, the character that she has. I don't want to get in any trouble here. Christine, tell us about the demon bitch. And we're going to write down your numbers, by the way, so we can get you some backing.
Okay. So demon bitch is a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog shit in gum wrappers. And she wants to bring the 13th coming. She wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon. But the first one never happened because she's fucking stupid. So she gets distracted a lot by promiscuous sex and hard drugs. So did Charles just really go to throw up? Because she really sucks too. So this is to fund her 4th graphic novel, Triggered, and it's got Tamabitchy pins with glow-in-the-dark expressions done by other artists as Hyde Hermit Studio. Tiki Passion Pin. We're doing a first level of computer game. And we have some original art. Some of it's already sold already. And it's to fund also the charm, the Animu Demon charm. Plus it's also what's also included is original signed prints by the same person, Mary Zorlita Bellamy. Wow. And you can win a blind date with Demon Bitch too if you pledge. I'll just probably draw your fucked up date.
So that is at 40. That's still got a little bit ways to go, but it's $4,450, 123 backers. So we'll try to get some backers for that tonight.
Because I'm about to die.
Because you're about to die?
Yeah, I had. Somebody got a new backer. Yeah.
There you go. See?
Charles.
The bitch is already getting stuff.
Oh, I need to write you a rude note. But if anybody gives to my campaign, I write them a rude thank you note. You're gonna get one.
So you never posted it in the group, so I never knew about it. So
really,
she's in a different group. I'm in several groups, Charles.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm trying to keep up with everything, but it's like between the day job, between the chatting, between the it's a lot. It's hard to keep up.
All right.
Hold on. Sorry.
So we're going to show this, Charles, and we can't show the video right now, but we can show the thing. Okay? So this is it. Tell us about it.
So that is the second volume of Essence, Destiny of the 12 Warriors. And so this series is my own creation that I'm working with my colorist, my artist. They're both from Indonesia. And then my friend, John Carter, is helping kind of do the editing. I'm working with a bunch of other people kind of in the background. Basically, Essence focuses on heroes that can share abilities with each other, and the abilities of the characters are a little more on the extreme side because they inherit the powers and become gods. So the characters in this, I wanted to do something different with the hero theme and focus on something a little more extreme. Not as extreme as One Punch Man, but still in that spectrum where it still feels unique and different than what you typically see. So kind of like an example of one character's ability, Conrad. So this is the first volume right here.
Okay, let me get you large real quick. Whoever has their mic on too, somebody's got some sound coming from the back. If you guys could just mute yourself when you're not on.
So Conrad's ability, he's kind of the one I kind of talk about when I tell people. His ability is perception, and this is a normal ability in my hero universe. So his ability allows him to perceive size, which lets him break his body into particles or rearrange the atoms in his body to become any element. He can also perceive anybody's ability just by interacting with them. So he knows their powers, their strengths, their weaknesses, and then he perceives distance, which lets him see everything around him. So he's the first of the 12 characters that I've created that for this first season. That it's kind of like him bringing all the characters together, and his character growth is going to be very different because he knows and understands everything. So he doesn't have this I just randomly unlock my powers. I already know how to use them. So I went a different route than what you typically see in the hero realm. And I wanted to do a different take on it as well, just to kind of throw people off a little bit.
So one last question: how long are these? Because I know that's they're pretty long, right? These volumes.
So these are trade paperbacks because Essence is going to be so massive. It's going to be well over 30 volumes that I can say comfortably because I've got over 25 characters that I've developed for the kids. So, I mean, you're going to have to go through all their backstories and all the different things. So this is something that's not going to just be small. It's going to be pretty massive. Each volume is probably going to be anywhere from 60 to 120 pages. So the first volume is 112. Volume 2 is going to be 72. And then volume 3, I believe, is going to be around 72 as well.
So it's a big book, guys. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit more later, but let's get some other people up here. Thank you.
Yep.
The book that we're going to fund tonight is next. So everybody, if you have money in your bank account, just give it right to this account right here. And we're going to talk about the Green Zone, right?
Absolutely, man. I am super excited. I have been working on this for a long time. I'm so glad that it's finally at Kickstarter. People can finally get their hands on it. Green Zone follows a group of new recruits to the police force. They're superpowered genomes, and this is their first shift on the police force. They're trying to earn their citizenship back in a world that views people with superpowers as monsters and, weapons waiting to go off. And So they're trying to earn their citizenship, get out of the blocks, which are like these giant slums that they're forced into. And there's all kinds of great options that you can get, all kinds of amazing covers, sketch covers, get me to draw your characters. There's even 3 chances left to be in the book. The first backer one is already gone. But if you back the book, we're going to draw a random backer. If you back it and share the campaign, we're going to pick a random share. And if you back it and go to the FSK Now fan group on Facebook and share that out, then that's another opportunity. Because the FSK Now fan group is where you find out all the secret stuff behind the scenes. Like there's one reward tier in here that you can only find out what's in that reward tier if you go check that out. But if we get funded tonight, then there's a whole nother variant cover that's coming out that you really want to see because it is really freaking awesome. And like, I didn't do it, but it is my favorite cover, hands down. But yeah, this book is my baby. I wrote it, I illustrated it, inked it, colored it, lettered it, the whole 9 yards. I hired outside editors, and I have Shane Kui from the Philippines help me with my flats because she saves me so much time. I love her. And but otherwise, it's all me, baby, and I'm super excited about it.
Well, I think that's something to note too. That you've done so many books for other people. Like this is your first stepping out on your own, so I think that's important.
Oh yeah, I've done over 30 books in the last 3 years, and this one is all me. And I'm excited about that because it's all me. It succeeds or fails on me. It's not, did you write a good story? Did you pitch it well?
Right.
Did you know how to set up your Kickstarter? This is all me. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, y'all love it as much as I do.
Before we go to the bottom row, I want to go through some of the chats because we got tons of chat here. All right, Christy, you're everywhere. By the way, Brad, if you're still here, leave a message in the comments because I want to answer your question. It's easier to do it live. Wendy Gale, 800 backers. Yep. Yeah, woohoo. Woohoo, 800. Yep, 800 is a big deal. That's amazing. Dream goals. Thank you. It was a dream goal of mine too, so I'm glad I got it. Katrina, can't wait to read that one. I assume they're talking about could be anything. Essence could anything. I don't know. 1019. I think it was Essence. Good evening, all you beautiful people. James thinks you're all beautiful. That's more people hitting on you, Christy. Renzo is an awesome story.
Wendy knows.
Go back it. All right. So this last row, I'm going to jump Ed up a little bit because Ed's got a campaign, and then you've got a campaign coming. Enrique, you're going to be last. You don't got nothing. All right. Yeah, Brad's got it right here. What's the difference between Cthulhu Kickstarter and the convention exclusive? I'm glad you asked. Colleen, have you given away all your convention exclusives to all your family? You're muted.
No, I don't share.
You don't share?
I don't share. Mm-mm.
Well, you told me all your family wanted it. They wanted it.
Yeah. I don't share.
You don't share.
That's the answer. And just for the record, I don't have any.
Oh, they're all gone. They're gone. There's
no, I don't share.
I hear you. Just hush swear.
There's
So
none.
Brad, the Kickstarter one is the full book, so it's the full 200 pages. The convention exclusive is only 24 pages, but that's the only way you're going to get that cover, and it's basically for people who want a CGC and stuff like that. So that's where that add-on will come on. It's not. It's more. There's so many people who mentioned that they wanted to do all that stuff, so that's what it is. So Ed, you're muted.
All right.
Can we talk? Like it's just you and me. Okay.
All right.
Why aren't you at 200 backers yet?
Why am I not at 200 backers?
I told you to be at 200 backers, and like you're embarrassing me in front of all my friends.
I did it. I know, and I'm already pestering everyone I know. People are sick about hearing. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to be invited for Easter because they're sick of hearing about this Kickstarter.
Well,
like,
you're not invited to my Easter if you don't have
Kickstarter if he lets us over. So it's
What is it
Immortal
about?
Era. Travis set the bar again. Last time he set the bar at 180, and I met it exactly. So now it's at 200, and now it's time to start pestering everyone. So this is issue 6. It closes out the first story arc of Immortal Era. The story arc's called Pieces of Death. So we'll have some answers, new questions, and it's got 3 days left. Closes on Easter, and this tells the story of a post-apocalyptic world set 200 years in the future where no one can die. So right now I just threw up a sneak peek. We have the first 5 pages. the story has all my characters are split up in different places and having to fight off different battles. And hopefully it's a big fun issue to close out the first arc. Bigger size, it's 28 pages. And yeah, I'm hearing about your everything in 100 pages and more. And I'm planning 30 issues as well. So I like when you plan big for something. So yeah, we're funded. We just unlocked the last stretch goal that I planned, but I'd love to have to think up another one so we can hit 200 backers and hopefully 5,000.
And so I know we've talked about it. There's been hints that I can write for Immortal Era one day for a short. Is that with the trade, or do I got to keep waiting?
It would be after the trade. I want to start doing something that would be a yearly anthology. Just tell tales from the Immortal Era. So once I get that trade out, that's my next focus. Everything right now is kind of focused getting issue 6 out, putting the trade together, doing those both at the same time. So this summer I can really start working on that other idea and get you in there for a story. I would love to see what you would do with the story.
That sounds good. All right, let's get this new challenger who got the link. Tell me about yourself. I don't know you. Hi, I'm Travis.
I'm Fabrice.
How are you?
So I know people here.
Okay.
I know Kike. I know Christy.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm Fabrice, and I'm in LA. And I have this publishing company called Fair Square Comics, which is a minority and immigrant-owned company, which is who we are, that I have with my beautiful wife, who's doing a show. Yes, you can show this. Absolutely. Yes, you can show this. So what you're going to see here is the campaign that starts tomorrow. It's a campaign for a book called Weekend Funk.
Oh, yeah.
That is a graphic anthology about funk music.
Nice.
That is spearheaded by a legend, the member of the time, musician that worked with Prince called Jellybean Johnson. He's our ambassador. There are a bunch of talents. It's an anthology. Like some of the talents are listed here.
Name I haven't seen in a while. Jim.
What's the?
Oh, he has a
what's the name
book.
of
He
it
has a book
again?
at Image right now.
Yeah.
Can you go to the top really quick? Sorry.
The title is Weekend Funk. That is Jellybean Johnson, musician. And on top of this, there's a B-side, just like in records. The B-side is a funky cookbook that is also sold, and it's 50 recipes inspired by those legends of funk. There are 12 legends. I'm writing one of the stories. I'd love to draw one of the stories, but I don't have time. But it's a very ambitious campaign, and it's modeled after another campaign that we did 2 years ago called Noir and Black, which was very, very successful. We gathered $48,000 on Kickstarter.
Wow.
So yeah. That's David Mack in there.
Excuse me?
You have David Mack in there. Awesome.
Yeah, well, David allowed us to put his illustration. He's not sure he's going to have the time to be in the book, but I mean, we're certainly talking. We've known each other for a very long time. So yeah, so if you're interested, like this book is going to be 128 pages. There are a bunch of perks, and it's fun. 12 legends.
I'm looking for it, but I can't find it.
It's not live till tomorrow.
It's live tomorrow at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Eastern or
Pacific. Yeah. But it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm excited about that.
Great. Thank you.
There's another new challenger. California is up tonight. Don Nguyen, how are you, brother?
What's going on, Travis? How's everybody? Hey, Daniel. Hey, Christy.
Weekend Funk. Remember me telling you about Lady Bird last week? This is the creator. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I did Lady Bird. Yeah, it was a Kickstarter also, and the book is now at the printer, and it's going to be released May 18th.
Okay. Nice. That's
Fabrice,
awesome.
How's it going?
I'm excited. How are you, Don?
Doing good, man.
Can you
Just,
send me
trying
that
to get
link to
work
that
done.
Kickstarter you got live in the chats, in the privates?
Yeah, definitely.
And Enrique, tell me what's going on in the con. What's going on in your world? Because you're next. What's going on?
Muted.
Let me unmute now, finally, because I don't know if there we go. Since I don't have Kickstarters running now, I'm like the weird one in the group. I'm gonna bring back some of the ones I already did.
All right.
And then I'm gonna send you the link so people can come and check it out. If you find the easiest way to find me is over at the conventions. Right now, two of my favorite projects I did this book here. It's called Modern Mythology. This was done a little while back, but the cool thing about it is a story called The Hummingbird. I did the artwork, I did the background colors, and I got to work for my daughter on this one. This is her first published work. It was a Kickstarter, and it was completely funded. I still have copies available of this one. Not many, but I still have a few. My other prize one was this one that we did called Not So Fair Tales a little while ago. Also successfully done on the Kickstarter. It was a hardcover book. In here, I have 3 stories that I did. I wrote all 3. One of them was illustrated by a good friend of mine, John Muller, and it was colored by Sigmund Torre, who did Raven for DC, and all the letterings on my stories are done by Carlos Van Gual, who does lettering for DC Comics and Aftershock. I did that story. Then I did this other one here with another friend of mine, Matt Buttich. This was called Takeout, in which he did the first 5 pages, then I did the final 3 because I wanted to give it a different vibe. It's very rhythmical. It has a lot of rhyme going on, but then I switch it up at the end instead of being very nice. All of a sudden I go with a little more darker tones. And then the last story that they left it almost to the end because they wanted it to be like in this nice position. I was really proud of this one. It's called Sociale Speculum. This one I wrote and illustrated myself and lettered again by Carlos Van Gual. Now, this one was one of those moments in that I had to panic. I used a really different kind of styling of storytelling here. The original artist that I was going to do the work with me bailed on me at the last minute, and I ended up doing everything in a rush. And I almost didn't put that story in the book because I was thinking, man, there's no way I can get this done. And John Enningfield, who is the editor and creator of the book, he actually gave me more time. And he told me, dude, you have to get the story in here. I said, why? Because this story, even if you use stick figures, it's so good. You have to put it in there. So under that kind of support, I ended up doing it, and it's in there, and I'm very proud of it.
You're not the only one.
I was like, is that right?
Support. I ended up doing it, and what was that?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay. So basically, if you look for me, I'm going to be at a few shows on the road. Not this week, before. So I'll turn that off. And I've currently got one doing a show in May, which is the Trenton charity Comic Con. I got invited to that show as a guest. I'll be at following that. I'll be doing my first Heroes Convention over in Charlotte this year. I'm going to also be at Gem City, which I'm usually a guest every year. I'll be doing Gem City. From then, I will be coming back maybe to doing the C2E2. All depends if I get approved. If otherwise, I'll be doing ZapCon in Jersey. I have New York Comic Con, hopefully, and then I'm doing the Akron show, Comic Con again in Ohio, because I'm a guest there this year as well. I'm not doing Cincinnati because I have a deal with them that I do every other year. So I'll be back in Cincinnati in 2023, and probably going to be doing the Three Rivers next year as well. So next year is already building up, so but unfortunately I didn't get into a few shows I thought I was going to get into. I thought I was going to get into AwesomeCon, which I've been approved a few times, not this year. Didn't get into Florida SuperCon, though I've been doing it for 2 years now. No, I guess they want to give other people chances, I suppose, but it is what it is. So and I'm currently doing, like I said, I'm doing the inking for codename Hunter, and right now what I've been working on here is that a buddy of mine sent me a really loose, totally loose sketch of, and I thought, let me start working on it. So I'm just like, I've been working on a Godzilla and King Kong battle here, and I'm just working on Kong right now. So that's where we are. Let me put up my. Let me send you my link tree so people can find all the stuff there later. Here we go.
All right, that's a lot of stuff going on. I'll try to get that out to all the Facebooks, by the way. Facebook's been blocking. So, Dawn, tell us what's going on. You have so many things going on right now. What's going on?
Well, we are closing out on Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. And have we hit or passed 800 yet? I just came on.
We just hit 800. It's so crazy.
Oh, that is nuts, man. Congratulations to the entire team that is on that. That is nuts.
Colleen's showing it out. Look. She said she didn't have those, but they seem to be there. I don't know. That's weird.
Wow. That's insane. So we're obviously closing that out. And then right now I am close to hitting funding with the team for Battle Grapple Rebel. You can find us at battlegrapplerebel.com. For those out there who love properties like AEW or WWE, it is wrestling meets intergalactic space drama like Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, or Star Wars. So those few things sound like they're up your alley. You'd like to see them mashed up, please join us for Battle Grapple Rebel. There it is, 1932, $68 away from hitting our initial funding goal.
Guys, help us out. Let's get this to fund.
Yeah.
It's only $16. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there is one tier left, or one spot left to get a custom action figure made. I don't know much about it, but I do know it's going to get kit bashed. And then there are 4 spots left to land yourself on the cover, which is previewed up there, I believe, with one of our characters. There he goes. Spin is leaning up there against the rope with stellar debris behind him. And all the white space you see is for 5 people to get drawn into the crowd. And then I'll fill out the rest of the crowd and finish the cover. So that is currently a work in progress. And that's just the flatted stage. And then coming up next, I dropped the link for that. I did a pinup image for Cannibals on Mars, which is being drawn by Tony Donnelly, written by Dave Schrader from Baby Badass. Some people might know that. Tony Donnelly does a fantastic comic as well. And it is being colored by Andres Salazar, which he is doing it all watercolor. And it is a fantastic book. And one of the variant covers is done by superstar Ray Anthony Height, which is previewed right there. Some people might know Ray from being Star Wars Dr. Aphra.
So, Dawn, can we address the elephant in the room?
Sure.
Why are you drawing for other Travises? Like, I had something special.
We do. Technically,
but this Travis Webb is just out of the blue. I was not ready. Like, you should have warned me. Maybe sent like a letter, like, "Hey, this is happening."
Travis, I have to tell you, I also work with Travis Webb on the video game.
This guy is out of control. Who the hell he is?
Betrayed.
Well, technically, Travis was brought on later. The book was finished last year in terms of pencils. We got Dave Wheeler, who works, I think, with AEW and WWE talent to do logo designs and other artwork. So we've been at this for a while, and Travis just joined recently because he's handling the publishing and project management. So if that makes you feel any better.
It doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wish it did. And just because of that, by the way, I'm pushing your script off behind one other one because you're going to have to wait.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to get it to draw any killer, wonderful holiday spirits, Krampuses, if you keep up your bad attitude, Don.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don, you cheated on Travis. How could you?
right?
You know what? I'm just trying to collect all the Travises in the world and then form a Travis Voltron.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
You're a hoe. I'm gonna say that you're a hoe, Don.
You're a hoe.
Actually, there is another Don named Don Ho. I don't confuse the two.
So, Wendy wanted me to show her, so I'll show Wendy's real quick. Can't grab from there, but Viserion Tales, if you look up that it has a thing. Can you private message me that, Wendy, so I can share it better? So I can bring it up on the screen. But we have gone through everybody's intro. Everybody's good. And you do have a contest. I can't bring that up because it would show you where you're resulting, and that would give you an unfair advantage. But Dawn is in a Voodoo Nations contest to get a cover for Voodoo Nations. I can't cover probably, though. Let me see.
I am cover B, so if the link is up to vote, I'm just.
Oh, is that the Voodoo
all
one?
the covers are awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
We got really lucky. Let me bring that one up.
Yeah, I voted for him. I just told him, yeah, I went on there and I just said, oh, fuck him. And I left. No, just kidding. I voted for him.
You're just like.
Don and I, we have that relationship where we can fuck with each other all the time.
She just went on to badmouth me.
Yeah, I just went on and just talked shit about him all the time. Then I got drunk and posted and tried to get him into an internet fight.
Here, I don't have the individual, but Dawn's is cover B, if you guys can see.
Yeah.
It. Can you guys see that? Yeah, cover B up there. All of them are really great. I love them. And I will probably use more than one. It just only one will be that cover. We'll probably find other uses for things. But I love them all for different reasons. So
I'm seeing a lot of glow in the dark potential here. I'm just throwing that out there.
Let me see what we got there. So, first question. So, what we do, all the campaigns have been shared out. Hopefully, we'll get some backers. If you guys saw something you like, please back. The purpose of this is to back. We're going to entertain you until then. But let's talk about a few things. Colleen, what else are you working on? Because I know you're working on a whole bunch of stuff for European publishers that we don't know their names, but I'm sure they're very, very good and well known in the European circuits. So what are you working on? I know you're working with Jesus. I'm super happy that his last name is John, because I've just been saying random J names for months.
Yeah. I'm working with Hesses on another project for Leviathan Labs. And it is about Caribbean supernaturals. That comes out it sort of premieres at Lucca in Italy this year. And it's basically a story that I've always wanted to do, because as a kid growing up in the Caribbean, you get told some very twisted things, by adults, and all in the name of storytelling, and to sort of deter you from going outside at night. And they succeed remarkably, because we're traumatized forever. So with that in mind,
I think on top of it, you guys smack your kids like Korean people do, because Korean people they smack their kids all the fucking time.
Yeah, they've been known to do that as well. The thing about the Caribbean mythology that I started writing, which is called Silk Cotton, it's basically because as a kid growing up, you just have these sort of random archaic kind of stories and about different kinds of beings, and then you come along and you look at Norse mythology, and it's all very organized, and then you look at the Orishas, and they're also pretty organized. And no, Jerome, I'm not sleeping. Damn you! And
sleeping
and
is overrated.
Yeah.
Sleeping is overrated, Colin. I understand this.
Totally. So I wanted to sort of put the Caribbean mythology in its place, because it covers a great many Caribbean countries. They have a commonality in a lot of the stories and a lot of the particular monsters that they talk about. So it's never been done before, so I'm doing it.
Nice.
Where in the Caribbean did you live? Where in the Caribbean did you live, Colleen? I was from Puerto Rico.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's some supernaturals in Puerto Rico that you've got. that crosses boundaries, because I find that, for example, you have a thing that we call Oleg, which is a woman who takes off her skin and she's a ball of fire and she travels at night and she's all about getting to her victims. And the way to deter her is to sort of throw rice on the floor and make her count every grain, but you have to have a lot of that. And if you wake up in the morning and you find her there, you can actually beat the crap at her with a broom, a kind of special broom. Okay, so
Wow.
that same being travels across to Trinidad and Tobago, and it's called a Sukuyam, which is a different name, but it's the same identity. So that's why I wanted to sort of organize the mythology and make it more accessible to people who had never met them before. I mean, yes, Mr. Gaiman did do a Nancy, but yeah, no.
And that's is he more African? Because I mean,
Anansi's West African.
That's what
but
I thought.
Anansi traveled into the Caribbean with the slaves that came, so they can have a lot of the stories from that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just curious because I just heard he was from Africa, but I just wanted to see how he traveled to the Caribbean.
Yeah, no, he was West African. He came, well, a lot of the Caribbean is, of course, ex-plantation slaves. So, yes.
Well, that's why you have Negwa and all those guys.
Yeah.
By the way, anybody in the Facebook chat, Wendy Gale is thankfully shouting out everybody's links. She's creating short links, which is fantastic. So everybody,
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy.
I don't know why it's not going to that destination. It happens. Well, that's some awesome stuff, Colleen. That's awesome. And that's when is that on?
It comes. Sorry.
When is the Italy con? That where it gets?
Oh, it's in October. I think it's round about the 28th of October to the 1st of November. It's up and down, sort of like 5 days. For Luca, and I'm going to be at MCM in May, which is next month in London, and I'm also going to be at Thought Bubble in November. So yeah, that's my public appearance for the year.
Very
up
cool.
and down, and yeah, I've got other things going on, some of which I can't talk about because I can't talk about them. And
Ed won't tell anybody. Ed promises he's not going to rat anybody else. He got away. He's not going to do it anymore. So if you're free to tell. Ed will keep his mouth shut.
I'll do my best.
Wow.
I've been known to go home and gossip, so apparently I will keep it quiet this time.
Right.
Yeah.
Have my word.
Well done.
And
It'll be all over the internet the next day. No.
I'm going on my Twitter right now to blast it out there. My 5 followers are going to know all about it.
Yeah.
The part where she was talking about the lady getting beat by the broom reminded me of something that you'd see on Family Guy. It would be kind of something like that on there.
I was just thinking the fact about the rolling the rise would make her count. It reminds me of a lot of Eastern European vampire folklore where there's a similar thing where the count likes to count. That actually comes from actual vampire folklore from Eastern Europe.
There's
we don't really have vampires per se. What we do have is sort of more kind of archaic. For example, we have a being that's called a Massacre Man, and he sort of lives in the swamps, for want of a better word, but it's not really a swamp per se. It's sort of like a lagoon kind of lake, because Guyana, where I'm from, is the word actually means land of many waters, because we have an awful lot of rivers and waterfalls. Yes. Mm-hmm. And because of all these different estuaries, lots of unknown things have been known to live in them. So the myth is that he is one of them. Okay. Yes. And I think if I ever find an image of him somewhere, I think I posted on my Facebook lots of an awful lot of Caribbean mythological beings. So I think they're around somewhere.
Yeah, if you want to send me the cover or something on private chat, I can show that to everybody.
Yeah.
But I actually want to go around the room. So it's people who. So Daniel, what? Actually, even you can start with you, Colleen. What number Kickstarter is this for you? Because I know you did Holiday Spirits. How many Kickstarters have you been part of?
I've been a part of, I think, 3 or 4 now. Yes. But I back a lot more than I've actually been involved in.
Sure.
So,
Me too.
yeah,
Me too.
that's what I do. I generally go around going, oh, this looks nice. Let's try that one. Sometimes I get stuff. Sometimes I don't get anything. I think my worst experience was sort of waiting 2 years for a piece of art.
Oh wow!
No.
Yeah, that was not impressive, I have to say. Yeah.
All right. Daniel, what's this number for you?
This is number 2 solo, or I've had one with Love this is from my former publisher, and I think this is my second or third one I've been a contributor to.
So, but I count all your American. Sorry, that echo was bad. I count all your American Dreams as one, as you solo.
So 2 American Dreams plus Night Raft that's going on right now, and then it's tomorrow as well.
Okay.
Which you forgot to talk about earlier, just saying, hint, we say no more. So 3 solo.
We haven't talked about Night Raft.
No, we haven't.
I'm so sorry. That's what I get. All right, I get your hint now. Let's bring that up. Hold on. Talk about it.
The Night Raft is a 90s influence dark anti-hero tale. Basically, a man with 0 confidence. 1 second. I'm getting some commentary from the. Parentals. Sorry.
Are they going to tell us what it's about?
No. It's a 90s dark anti-hero tale. A man with no confidence gets kidnapped by mercenaries, experimented on because of purple rage monster, and he has this internal conflict because when he's the so-called rage monster, so to speak, he's very brash and bold and kind of out of control. Whereas when he's his normal self, he's very unconfident. There's often some push and pull between the 2 personalities. So
yeah, I apologize. I don't know. I miss this. All right, yeah, right here.
So it's a kind of combination. So it's like Venom or Pit or Spawn, a little bit of Hulk. This book's for you.
And it's killing it. Break the 10K mark. That's a huge accomplishment for a single.
Yeah,
it's actually something I haven't done. So, congrats.
This is my biggest one. It's kind of like a little one of those things where it's like, oh my god! It's kind of like, wow, I've done this. It's also like, wow, I've done this. Now I have to somehow top it with the next one.
Nice. Oh, and at 10,500, which is pretty soon, we get a pencil.
Oh, we beat it. We got it already.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
So we hit all those stretch goals. Like I actually had to add those last 3 stretch goals because we blew through my original planned ones. Like so. So and there's 2 tiers that's not mentioned in the rewards here because I added them after we started the Kickstarter. It's the way to get American Dreams as well as Night Wrath, so you get them digitally or physically as well.
Okay, awesome. Now, Charles, you got to go in a minute, right?
I was gonna stick around for a little bit longer.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I'll push it out, but can't stay too much longer. But
no, you're good.
I'm trying to give you guys as much time as I can because I don't want to just like come in, dip out, and do all that.
You're good. Somebody wants to come on, so that's why I was giving you that opportunity. So if you did want to leave, you can. But if you're going to leave, let's go through your stuff one more time.
Okay.
You want to go or do you want to stick? I don't care. You can stick. You can go.
I'll stick around I can probably stick around for another 10, 15 minutes. So right. I'm listening to everybody.
I can make an exit if you need someone to, because I need to go cook dinner like I always do when I'm on these.
All right. Well, Ed, give us one more pitch then and tell us, because we have not got you a backer. So someone needs to back Immortal Error or he can't leave. So if you haven't backed Immortal Error, please do. It's one of my favorite books. He just said I get to write some of it. Nice. So what more do you need? You need the backstory. All right, so here's the way I'm going to bring me solo to explain it, how it's going to work. Look, here's how it's going to work. Ed created the universe. Yes. Yeah, but as we all know, Infinity Gauntlet is better than, the original stuff. Civil War is better than that stuff. So if you let me write whatever amount of pages, it's going to be like the epic of that universe. So I'm just going to help Ed out. And so if you want that good stuff, you gotta get this past the 200 mark, right, Ed? That's basically what you wanted to say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to hand over the keys to you and let you run my universe.
Right.
Nice.
Exactly. But this one's edited by Chuck too, right?
Yeah, issue 6 is edited by Chuck. So this is the first one. He's actually going to be coming in as our full-time editor starting on issue 8, because issue 7 is already edited and the art's already halfway finished. So all the pencils and inks for the first 13 pages just got actually uploaded today. So we're starting on the second half of the book. And then once issue 8 comes out, Chuck will be in. We have no art for that one done. So yeah, it's starting a brand new story arc with that. And the basic premise, it's 200 years in the future in a post-apocalyptic world where no one can die. With immortality, they don't gain abilities, they don't gain powers, they can still age and get sick. If someone loses a limb, nothing's magically regenerating. One of the characters in the story is a decapitated head, and I like to cut off lots of limbs. You see kind of the decapitated poor soldier who tried to take on the big boss right over here. And he had his arm blown off in issue 1. The guy below him has his head missing. And someone said, well, that's a corpse he's standing. I'm like, nope, that's a living body. The head's down there somewhere complaining, I'm sure. So this story closes out the first arc and sets up the second story arc, which will be the second of what will end up being 5 story arcs altogether.
Now, because I know this, because I've asked you before, people can't. So you've never seen any of like the Torchwood, Immortal stuff. You've never seen any of that stuff.
No.
I gotta ask you: can they be burnt? If they were cremated, will they be gone in that scenario?
They can. Basically, the younger they are, the more likely they are to burn.
Right.
If you got someone who was 40s, they'll burn, but it's going to take them months to actually burn away to nothing. And I better keep my mouth shut because I almost threw a major spoiler in the story out. So no more. I'm going to give my own story away. I do it at the table all the time. When you get someone engaged at your table at a con, I'll be like, I just spoiled the shit out of my book.
Right.
So,
but let's get Immortal Era. I'm going to keep pushing it to make sure you get some backers. So when you come back, but go feed your dinner for your kids, please.
All right. Sounds good. Thank
Good
you
night,
again for having me. I can't wait to work and let you take over the story and make it better.
Yeah, it's basically whatever I write, it's going to be like Civil War, Infinity Gauntlet, Crisis on Infinite. It's going to be big, epic. Everyone's going to be talking about it for years. So just prepare for that. And
They're going to forget my name. It's going to happen. I'm already ready for it.
Don's going to draw it because he's not going to draw for any other Travis ever again.
That's all right,
I
Don.
convinced Ed is a ninja.
I'll take you in because I'm already stealthily setting the way for you to find me and become the new artist.
Right.
Yeah.
So
he
Don
dropped by my
so
WonderCon
he knows
table.
what's going on.
Actually, I didn't. Someone grabbed my card and dumped it at your table. I'm like, all right, that was amazing. I want to pretend like I did that on purpose. Like, you must find me. And I started setting out clues. You didn't follow the clues, man. What happened?
I was doing commissions. And then someone's like, there's a business card on your table. I'm like, when did that get there?
Yeah.
And I looked, I was like, oh my God, it's Ed's.
I'm glad they valued it enough to give it to your table and not the urinal this time. I'll call that a win.
Let me give you some good props, Don. If anybody ever needs a cover artist, Don will promote the crap out of that cover. So you don't just get a cover for whatever his rate is. You also get a month of promotion. He's not even doing a cover yet officially for me, and he's still promoting it. Like, this is the best system ever. But Don's a great promoter. Bye, Ed.
All right. Thanks for having me. Good luck, everybody. Buy all this stuff.
We'll get you backers.
All right. Sounds good. I got to hit the 200. You set the mark. I can't miss it.
You got to hit it. You got to hit it. I'll just
keep he'll get what you've like at that end mark. You'll probably start going up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm confident in the last few days. My last few days have always been strong, and I've started to pester my old backers, and it's working. So It's gonna happen. We're gonna hit that mark, and then they're gonna forget my name in a couple of issues. So Travis they'll be like, Travis created that amazing story. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'm now demoted.
I'm excited about it. I look forward to dominating it. I'm doing the
yes.
same thing with Daniel, if you make sure, for his American Dreams anthology too. So
Perfect.
it's not just you. It's
You're gonna take
what I
over
do.
the world of indie comics one title at a time.
One title at a time. Give me 4 pages. That's all I need.
Yeah, they're like, damn, he did more in 4 than that guy did in 200.
All right. See ya.
All right, see you later.
All right. So Fish,
What's up?
you're at 1,000 Kickstarters from the last number. 1,001. How many you got?
I was trying to count it up, and I know I'm not. I know I'm missing some. I know there's 13 in there, but I think I'm missing a few. I know we've raised over $61,000, so there's been several of them, and they've been doing great. But like I said earlier, people haven't seen me write a book in like 4 years, and that one was aimed at kids with Tourette syndrome, like me growing up. So this is a good story, a deep story, a story everybody can enjoy, and
Nice.
hopefully people are going to like it. I'm super excited about it.
Charles, this is your second?
It's kind of my third, but the first one was kind of like one of the beginning. Like I was kind of working, like I started out from scratch. Like I had no experience with any of it at all. The first one was kind of like misguided, I guess you could say. I didn't really have any experience in it, and I was relying on the people that I was working with to make sure it happened appropriately. So it was kind of like a flop. And then the second one, I had a lot of support, but it was a lot of like close friends and family. And then this third one has been a lot of, I've been focused on organic growth, like people that are outside that friend and family group, because I want to try to focus on seeing how the organic growth happens and build that support from that, because it's I'm still trying to figure out how to best promote myself out there and network and all that stuff. It's a lot of work when you're doing like a full-time job. I'm working with a Disney animator right now. He's I don't know if you're familiar with Stitch Tunes at all, but he's helping put some of it together for a little animation trailer. He's working with a professor from the University of Utah, and then I've just worked with several artists. Like if you're familiar with Dyke Ruan, he's working on some of the stuff. He worked on the first some of the original works from my previous work. And then Federico Sabatini actually did the first 38 pages of my book, and he's working on like Moon Knight right now and some other of the bigger stuff. So it's pretty cool having some people like that at that level actually working on it. It's I consider it technically my second real Kickstarter, since the first one was really kind of like just like a learning experience.
Nice.
And it's just about networking and figuring things out. Like the online presence, it's not the same as it was. I'm sure it's not the same as it used to be, where it was a lot easier to actually get yourself out there online. I don't know all of the things. Like I know I see people sometimes promote their work by like doing sponsored ads. And then they do a bunch of other things, but I'm still trying to figure some of that out, because like I've done sponsored ads for like Instagram, and what was like feasible, like a $200 would get you a decent amount of followers on Instagram 3 years ago, but now you'll get pretty much nothing for $200.
Yeah, it's a
very
different
different
world. It's actually, believe it or not, it's a little bit easier. Like they're not blocking you as much as they used to be. I know it doesn't feel like that, but it's less blocking. They just block you different ways now. So it's the way you do it needs to be different. But one of the things, advice I would give you is, you're in the last couple of days, hit those updates. I just checked your campaign. Update those two old campaigns, and I guarantee you'll get to that 100.
Oh, I'm actually, that's what I was writing right now.
You're writing right now.
I was doing it already.
Smart.
I was gonna do it for both of them and hit it up. I've done it once, one post for them, but I also try not to spam people too much, because I don't want to be obnoxious, especially even like my whatchamacallit, the contacts list from like previous shows. I'll send a message at the beginning of it, and then towards the end of it, the last few days, just to kind of make sure I don't spam them, because that's one thing you don't want to do is irritate people.
Sure. Yeah. And I'll try to get you in one of the updates coming up before you're done.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's all about getting it out there. Like I'm still just basically just brand new to this. Like I came in and COVID hit right when I actually was just starting to get everything. Like I had done my original volume and actually redid the entire thing. And that's where this new volume 1 came out, and now we're just kind of moving forward. And I gained a lot of experience from it. So I'm still learning, still figuring things out, and trying to make a little bit of a name for myself. But it's a lot of work, a lot of grinding at this point.
All right, awesome. Christy, what number is this for you?
This is number 4. I screwed up on my first. Let's see. I've run. I was just checking this a while ago. Sorry, like being freaking tired makes you stupid a little bit. But I'm looking at. I have done 5. The first one was not successful because I kind of didn't. I knew, but it's like Kickstarter is like a pair of pants. You got to wear it in and see how it fits you.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, but I've run 3 successful ones. This is my 4th. I'm assuming that this will be successful. It's going really good. So this is my 4th one. I've backed about, it looks like 89 people so far. So that's not too bad. I just try to throw, that's not counting like the update stuff. Sometimes if like the reason why you're like trying to get money is to fund things, and sometimes you don't have the disposable income, so you just go ahead and just share it around or do whatever to your network. So that's what I try to do. Is barring from the little Facebook incident that I have, which is hilarious because I tend to get more pledges and notoriety when I'm not on Facebook. Like when I'm banned on Facebook, it's like, you can't post. I'm like, okay. And then that's when people throw money at me. I don't know why. But I usually put it in the updates because it's like a more enclosed environment. So it's not off in the ether. And what I've been finding is Twitter is actually good because I shared your update and another guy's update. And like that got retweeted like crazy. Awesome. And it's kind of helpful that I'm a president of CAPS. So I just put the CAPS tag on it. And then Don just shares it like a hoe, like crazy.
Nice. Yeah. You've got a whole bunch of backers in this stream. You got like 4. So.
Yeah. And the money is tasty. That's what I got to say. The backers were generous this time.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So how do I say Fabrice? Is that how I say it? Okay. I feel like I'm insulting you, like I'm calling you the freshener, and I don't want to do that. So I'm very nervous about saying your name.
No, that's Fabrice. That's all right. That's all right. Well, let me tell you, you're doing a better job than Starbucks. Like the work that I had at Starbucks was flippers. Like
what?
I have the proof. I'll post it.
Okay.
I have a photo of like a cup where it's written flippers.
I got you beat. My name's Fish. I had a dude call me Moose. That is about as far off. I've had a lot of people be like, frog, right? And I'm like, okay, starts with the F in the water. I'll take it. But Moose was so far out of left field.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Anyhow,
Continue.
Well, I promised myself that when I have enough screwed up cups, I'll do a coffee table book and I'll force Starbucks to sell it. So that would be one of the things to do. So what was the question?
The question is, what number campaign is this? I know you've done some big ones. So
yeah, so this is 7 for me.
Okay.
This is the 7th campaign, and I'm not counting the Cthulhu is Hard to Spell campaign, which I was a part of.
Which
that
volume?
Would be 8. The last one. I did a story in the last one.
Nice.
Shout out to Russell. Does a great job everywhere he is. And what else do I have? Well, let me introduce you to this little thing that I have. It's a magazine that I've launched. It was a Kickstarter first. It's called Mutiny. This is actually the Arthur Adams very limited 300 copies cover. And it's a magazine about comics, which is a blend of interviews and up to 50 pages of original stories from independent creators. And the goal is to put people like us on the spotlight in stores as opposed to being in the back. So by using the brands and the big name artists that on covers, the retailers order the covers, but when they open, they find us. So it's a Trojan horse.
That's awesome. I like you. You're always welcome here. Don, take it. See, he knows how to attract a good Travis, right? He's not going to betray me with Travis Webb like you.
You don't want
Well,
to know
Fabrice-
what Travis Webb
Fabrice and I
kept
go
doing
back.
at my table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fabrice and I go back.
Don and I go back, Christy. I mean, it's the LA gang. It's
Yeah, right.
the family here.
I half expect you to go, this short story was Travis Webb. Look at him.
And honestly, if you guys haven't checked it out, ask your local comic book shop for Mutiny. It is essentially like heavy metal mashed up with Wizard magazine, but done in like such wonderful print quality. We're talking cardstock cover. It's beautiful artwork. He had his first issue had like this amazing cover. I don't know if I have it around, but yeah, it's like
You mean the zero issue, Don?
the zero issue, yeah, with the gal that
zero
was like,
issue.
all video gamed out, and
Yeah, I got the
yeah,
blind
it was
of that
it
one. I
was
picked it up.
such a beautiful.
Yeah.
Now,
So
can we sub to that magazine, or do we have to get it through a local comic store? Or does
yes.
it go through Diamond?
Well, you can do both. You can either like go to your local comic book store because we're distributed by Diamond, or you can go on fairsquarecomics.com/shop, and
Okay.
all the covers are there. We have 5 covers per issue. Issue 0 is sold out. Issue 1 we still have a few, and issue 2 just came out yesterday, so it's current. And on top of that, so I mentioned that I have 2 books coming up on May 18th. I have my Lady Bird graphic novel, which is a YA. It's my first YA that I wrote. I'm very happy about that. And the other one is a book from a Portland artist named Ibrahim Mustafa, and it's a book called Jaeger. And so I'm very proud of that book. Also, it's a
That's a
thriller
crime
story.
book. I'm looking. I love
that looks
crime.
cool.
Yeah, that's a crime book. That's a spy book, actually.
Oh, really? They
yes,
always get
and
me.
then
I think it's crime and it's spy, and I get disappointed. But that's all right. I'll
yeah,
Espionage.
exactly. Yep, Jaeger. And on top of that, there's another. So Jaeger is part of a new collection called Classified that is all like spy and thriller shit. And Jaeger is the first one, and there will be another one called the Black Box that will be released in August. And it is with me and the late Tom Lyle, who I had the privilege of working with a long time ago, but this was never published in the U.S. So here we go. And we're doing more YA, and we have in September we have a book called No Kidding, which is a slice of life book about these 2 women who opt out of being mothers. It's done in a very humor way. It's absolutely not. It's absolutely not a sad book. It's actually very funny.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, I love everything about you. I'm going to learn more about you.
Thank you.
You're not in my circle, so we're going to have to fix that.
All right, I'm gonna get ready to get going now. I didn't want to interrupt or anything like that. So
All right, Charles.
Thank you very much.
See ya. We got you.
Good seeing you.
Let's see. Did we get any backers? Let me see where you're at.
I
I
got
hope
one.
you enjoyed my note, Charles.
Yeah, I got your note.
All right, we got one. Let's get him to 100, though. I'm going to share it one more time out into the Facebook sphere. Make sure, Steven, take a look at this. I think you'd like it. Steven's been posting a little bit. It says hi to everybody, by the way. Hi, Steven. Steven's a good guy. So we'll send that out. All right, Charles, have a great night.
Oh yeah, you guys have a good one. It was great chatting with you. Sorry I don't stay longer. It's just I try to balance everything. I've got so many things that I'm like running around. Like right now, I'm even talking to my artist and stuff like that because he's finishing up a little of the character charts because we're trying to make sure the digital version's fully together within the next week. So we fell a little behind because I was doing all those shows. So
nice. All right, no problem. Well, I will talk to you later.
all right, I'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
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 It looks like someone's trying to enter. You're going to have to wait till Charles is gone before you can enter, guys. EB, how are you, my dude?
Hey, EB,
What's up?
what's up?
So this is where the party's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody was in Kickstarter reads this week.
Oh yes, yes we were.
You
That was
fancy
pretty
as
cool.
hell.
Yeah, we were excited about that. Our little promo from the newsletter.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's one of my goals. That's one I haven't made yet. I've made a lot of the projects we love, all that, but I have not made the magazine yet.
Yeah, I mean it's you should. I mean your work is freaking awesome. So
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah. We totally didn't expect any of that. Like I said, we're just kind of navigating this whole arena, and everyone here is pretty amazing to meet and talk to. So, but yeah, you were definitely a force in this whirlwind of indie comics and above.
I appreciate that. Well, let's look at your book real quick because you're new. Let's see where you're at. I haven't looked at it for a couple of weeks, but you were killing it, reaching up to that 10 grand on your first one.
Yeah,
not to brag or anything, right?
Almost 200.
I mean, we I think everyone who sees it responds really well to it, and they're excited. It's just a matter of getting people to click on the link and look at it. I think we got a good vibe. It's fun. It's dark. It's twisted. But like I said, emphasis on the fun. And we're just focusing right now on like stretch goals and just making the book as premium as it can be, and getting readers, as nice of experience reading the book and cool stretch goals.
Yeah, so, I don't know if you know this. I hired your colorist.
I do. He's actually he does our artist everything. So,
okay.
But I know. I did know that, and I was very happy about that. He's awesome. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's really, really cool. He was super excited to be part of the project, and I really like that. So nice. I was glad to get him in. We had a couple of pages for Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. He's in.
Nice. I know, like I said, this is his first like real full book. He's done, smaller things here and there, but right. I'm just happy to really, also introduce him as well, and getting him other work. So that makes me and my co-creator very happy.
Well, and I don't know if he did it with David Byrne, who you may not know that name. Do you know that name?
I do know the name.
Yeah, so he's a Scout publisher. So he's a publisher over at Scout.
That's why I know him.
Okay. Yeah, he's a publisher over at Scout, and he's a co-publisher with Charlie Sidney.
Yeah.
And he also writes a book called Steak. So it's he's not slumming it either. He's getting high premium creators to be part of it.
Oh, awesome. I just hope he sticks around for part 2 for us.
Well, all right, let's get a couple things. So we've got a couple people got to crash. Enrique, you got to go. I apologize. We didn't get more time with you. All these times, there's always 1,000 people, so we never get to hang out and talk.
And he's going to be at Heroes, right? So I'll get to see Enrique there.
Yes.
Oh, check it out, Mutiny. Is that a sketch cover? Wow.
Yeah, that was for issue 0. We did a sketch cover.
Nice.
You muted.
Your mic is
muted.
You're muted.
Okay, your mic's muted.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
No,
Enrique, you're muted.
Okay, I was going to say, we picked this up at New York Comic Con. We were there both this year, and I go put Fabrice on the spot. I actually pitched him a story. I'm waiting. maybe I'll get lucky and get in the book someday in there. But anyway,
my friend, I hope I can read. Like, I have a lot of pitches late, and on top of my activities, I'm also freelancing for heavy metal, so my head is like exploding. I have a lot of things late. Don't worry, I'll get there.
I know, and it's hopefully, if not, we'll keep working on it. And like I said, anybody here, I'm a writer, an artist, mostly an inker as well. So if anybody ever needs anything, just feel free to contact me. I'm dying to get into more projects and stuff, as well as I'm trying to get my own things up and running eventually. This whole dynamic of all of us here, it's something that when I started in the 80s was inconceivable. To think that we could go out on our own and not have to worry about the big guys to produce what we want. And all of a sudden, how many times we were sitting in our man, this comic sucks. I would do better. Now we can go out there and do it, and there are people that will sponsor it, will fund it, and will help us. So it's
Shout out to Danny down there. How's it going?
I don't have an accent. It's like, but it's just so great that we can all get together and push each other's projects and support it. I'm like Don, man. It's like when I did Not So Fair Tales, I attacked it like, even though I was only just contributing to it, I attacked it like it were my own. And I've been involved in already 5 Kickstarters as a contributor. Only one of them was not funded. And all of them, I attack it like it were my own baby. And I remember I was like on every show possible, every podcast possible leading up to Not So Fair Tales being launched.
Right.
To make sure that the message got out there, and we hit 50% on the first day. And I'm not saying that was just me. It's just saying that it was just you push it. And that book was really not one of those cheaper, like, it was like $35 to go off immediately. So to get 50% of our goal the first day was like super cool. It gave us a relaxing moment to keep going. Other times it's like you're running there to the last second. I know some of the guys here have done that, and gals. You're like running the very last minute and you're trying to get it going. And there was one project that never came up. It never got going. And despite everything. So it's just great that we have these tools and have these opportunities for all of us to help each other. And to most of you, I believe those who I had not funded, supported, I already did here. So Fish, you got me in there. So
nice.
And I don't know who else I probably did here.
Thank you very much.
And I'm waiting for we got Funk, the one you're doing there, man. I'm looking forward to that one and a lot. So I will see you all next time here. Again, I'm not on the road until May, so I will be back in my little office here, which I'm moving in about a few months. So it's also going to get into my moving around. So we'll see what happens.
Well, we will see you soon because we got to get Daniel out too. He's dying over here. He's passing out. I don't want him to die.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot. And I'll see you all next week.
See you later, Enrique.
Bye.
Bye.
By the way, before we go, Daniel, I know you got to go, but I've got to ask Fabrizio so I don't forget. I didn't see Morris Day in the Times. Where's Morris Day in the Times?
If you look at the so first, Jellybean Johnson is a member of the Time, and he's our ambassador.
Okay,
so you have something of the Time, and second, you will probably take time to read the campaign when it launches tomorrow morning. But I have to say, there will be a volume 2.
All right. Fair enough.
You also haven't seen Earth, Wind, and Fire. You haven't seen Brother Johnson. You haven't seen a lot of funk acts. Yeah, we need that. We need the second volume. So 12 is not enough.
My funk ends at Kevin Smith telling me that Morris Day in the Times is the best funk.
Oh,
That's
this guy.
Oh, Brothers Johnson. Yes.
Yeah, no, yes. Hopefully there will be a volume 2. I mean, like, it's just like a passion of mine. And like, I wrote this morning when I was like, there was a post that we did, and I wrote that since I'm 10 years old, my 2 biggest passion were comics and funk, and it was a matter of time until I could bring both together. So this is it.
I remember when you had the noir campaign, and I remember being so upset. I was like, dude, I'm the only guy doing crime on all of Kickstarter. Why is there an anthology that doesn't include me? I remember getting upset, people forwarding it to me, and I was like, oh, I see why.
This one.
Yeah, I got that one. I was like, oh, I get why I'm not in that. That's fine.
Yeah, well, I'm not in that too. Like, look,
right,
it's one of the rarest books that I published where I'm not writing or drawing, but it's because we did it for these creators.
Which is great. No, it's a great. I loved it. But it was funny because I remember because I'm one of the few. Not a lot of people do crime noir stuff. Right?
Yeah. So. I mean, but let me tell you, like,
are you likely to get some one way in your next volume 2?
We'll see.
I hope so.
Let's get through volume 1 first.
Yes, I hope so. Ah.
All right, so let's look at
So-
Daniel's one more time before he passes out on me, and then it's just going to be embarrassing him sleeping
Yeah.
up there in the corner.
I
You
feel
know,
bad. He looks
Charlie.
just so woebegone, like because I was feeling that a little earlier too. So I understand. Like,
But go ahead, tell us about Night Wrath one more time because it's ending at the same time as me, right? In a few hours.
It's at noon, so I think it ends just before yours.
It's before mine, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's 90s influence, dark anti-hero tale. A man with no confidence gets kidnapped, experimented on, because of giant, brooding, dark anti-hero, and he has to basically be the new guardian of New York, and has this internal conflict between his heroic personality and his normal personality, because the normal personality is very unsure, and the anti-heroic personality is very brash and bold.
Nice.
I love the character designs, man.
The character design was Gabe Santos Escobar, who nailed it in his first design. I'm like, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, he's got this, and then he goes on to Wesley Snipes and just like gone.
Yeah, and the websites don't even bother getting the name of my comic, right? When you say, oh, and Gabe Santos in Night Wrath, I was like, it's Night Wrath.
All right. Well, good night, Daniel. We'll keep you up.
I'll see some of you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Good night, Daniel.
Night.
Charlie, you're more than welcome to come on if you'd like. Somebody else wanted to come on. They're more than welcome to. So
I know.
Charlie's got white Ash Deluxe volume.
it's not doing well. So if we could get it some support, that would be great. It's really struggling. White Ash is just not.
It's so tough.
Yeah, we'll bring it up just as a pity thing, just because of how bad it's going. We don't want.
We know that with Charlie, we know it's doing fucking good.
No, it's doing poorly. It's doing. It has not made $1 million yet. So
he hasn't eclipsed the sun quite yet. But anybody out there that hasn't seen that book, it is so good.
Yeah, it's so good. Why not? But he's killing it over here. I love
freaking what. I just had to be like the thing is like Charlie's the only one who's like, oh yeah, it's doing shitty. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think
you're fucking around when we say that about Charlie.
But by the way, though, Christy, this is a great homage cover you can do next issue. I'm just saying.
Oh, with the big tits? Okay, sure.
It would Demon Bitch.
Oh God.
I second that.
If Michael Watson actually draws her sexy, I mean it's great, but I just like, goddamn, that's like too good for Demon Bitch. What the fuck? It's like some people draw her sexy, and I mean it's good artwork, but I'm like, isn't that a little bit much for Demon Bitch? I don't know.
Little off model.
Pat Shan says support. Everyone go support White Ash. It's my favorite. And Pat Shan is a great representation. If you don't know, he creates some great books.
Cool guy.
Destiny New York, all sorts of other stuff. Prison Witches and Thirsty. I think it's what it's called, right? Thirsty.
Yeah, Joseph Dweez is actually really funny because like he's like so wicked online, but when you actually talk to him on Zoom, he's like the sweetest guy ever.
So, Dawn, are you funded yet?
Oh, I haven't even checked. I'm sorry, I've been busy drawing because I'm still working on other projects.
Let's see if you're funded yet. I'm ready for you to be funded because you were so close.
I think Dave Wheeler said he just sold the last custom figure spot on his stream, so we might be close.
All right, you got $55 left, so I think we can get that.
Look at that, 55.
Nice.
One backer away from 52.
So let's try to get that going. What's that, Pat? I'm not gonna go into name every title I've done.
Wow.
Pat, if you want to name your own titles, you come on here and name them yourself. I don't have time to cater to you. But his best book that he's ever written is JoJo Siwa. You won't see his name in the book because it was ghostwriting, but it's the best book he's ever done.
Wait, is that for real?
That's for real. That's for real.
Pat Shan did the JoJo Siwa book?
Wow. JoJo Siwa, Pat Shan.
She was like a dance kid from a reality show, and now she's like a huge like reality star, internet sensation, right? What was she on? Oh, she was on Dancing with the Stars recently. I know that.
Yeah, she was on Dancing with the Stars, and she does all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, in-laws watch that.
Yeah, absolutely. She does some great stuff. Pat is laughing. All right. Where were we at? Fabian, did I ask Fabrice? Did I ask you how many Kickstarters you've been on?
Yes, 7.
Okay. All right. And Christy, we asked you. Dawn, what about you?
I don't know. I think at least 14 by now. I know it's over a dozen.
Don is a machine.
Dawn is a machine.
Yeah, I'm trying to become the indie art king of Kickstarter that nobody has ever heard of.
Oh, hold on now. That's my title. Settle down.
Well, whenever I have Don on events, I just like ask him to come on board because I know he's going to whore the fucking thing out like crazy. Like when I did the Asian invasion, I say, "Hey, you want to be on this free table?" Oh, okay. And he just hoarded the fuck out on top of me.
You know what? True story. The first time I met Don was in Ontario. It was like 3-4 years ago. I don't know. Yeah. I remember. And he was sitting next to me, and I didn't even have to bring people to my table. He was bringing people to me. Like he will do that. That's what he does.
Yeah, I was pitching. Fabrice had these little Funko Pops of Spider-Man Noir, and he had original sketches in. I was like, wait a minute. For $55, you can get an original sketch from the co-creator of Spider-Man Noir with a Funko Pop. That's a deal. So everybody who walked past, I was just like, yeah, you need to do this.
You know how many I sold of these? I sold 150 boxes like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it sold itself.
I milked it while I eat plastic, you know?
That's it. I'm tabling next to Dawn from now on, period.
Yeah,
between the two of us, it'll be like a black hole. Everybody gets sucked in.
Yeah. Just ask to be next to me. That's totally cool. I'm down with that.
That's awesome. So, Evie, this is your first, right? No, you did a film, right?
Yeah, we did. My wife and I, we worked together, and we did one like 10 years ago, like a short film. And I think I'd said previously, like Kickstarter 10 years ago was very different than it is now. So we kind of almost think like we're, coming back in. This is our first again.
Right.
So plus comics is a very different world, especially on Kickstarter. But yeah, but I mean, we're loving it. It's a lot of work, but we're loving it.
It is. I am. I'll be honest. I'm so ready to be done tomorrow. So ready to be done. I'm also moving right now. So like,
oh shit.
Every night I'm moving packages to the new house. Doing that, so my daughter's birthday is March 30th. My son's birthday is April 5th, and my birthday is tomorrow. So it's just been nuts. Just trying to
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Absolutely, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Nice, thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm excited to do all that. Travis, link me yours. I haven't met Travis. Link me yours. I haven't been looking at my feed. I'm pretty sure you backed it a long time ago, but if you haven't,
go back it again.
Go back it again.
.com.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mess. Yeah, it's CthulhuInvades.com. What's going on? Let me get that to Pat. Sorry, I'm stumbling here. I'm supposed to be the host. Give him that. But what is you guys's? What do we got? That we got that. Let's look at everybody's campaign. We haven't looked at everybody's campaign in a bit. See what's going on. Is everybody good? How are you, Colleen? Colleen, it's like 3 a.m. She wanted to. She'd been posting.
No, it's 4:39 in the United Kingdom right now.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we started this thing.
Right? She's been posting me. She's been talking to me in the chat. She's like, I need to make one. I just need to make one to hang out with Travis. And you have made it.
Yes,
Colleen.
exactly. Because everybody else seemed to have shown up and I couldn't do it. So I thought, okay, tomorrow I'm not on my day job, so I can just go to sleep in. So it's fine.
And Colleen is so talented, by the way. She sends me stuff all the time that I have to do stuff with it. I promise I will at some point because she's so talented. She just got so many things.
Murdering nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's
doing scary things.
Thanks, Pat. Pat didn't back. Well, thank you, Pat. We appreciate that. See, Colleen, you got us a backer. Pat Shane.
I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest number.
I love it.
Happy.
Thank you.
Somebody came in later
I
than me.
know. I've been. I know. I should take it out of its packet. I did earlier, but I want to sort of keep it as pristine as I can get it. Yes.
That's good. That's good. It's exciting. I can't wait to give you your creator copy.
Yes. I'm going to promptly hide it as soon as I get it.
Let me tell you a little. Let me reveal a secret right here for you guys. It's really funny because I don't have a lot of my Cthulhu Invades people on, but I am right now talking to Cullen Bunn to be in Cthulhu Invades Neverland, which I'm super excited about. He's excited about it. We just got to work out the deal. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about. It's so intimidating. It's not just like hiring him, but then going, oh my God, who do I have draw for him? Like that's I didn't even think. It's like I didn't think that far ahead. I'm just like, oh my God, the anxiety of like finding the person to draw for him, right? So that's
I think you'll manage it, Travis. I think you'll do it. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Lots of volunteers now, right?
Yeah.
I'll have it done by next weekend.
Yeah. If you need anybody else, I might be able to bring somebody who was on Image, Pop Gun, and Dark Horse in if you're interested.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Is it Fabrice? He does Mutiny. He does Batman. He does Spider-Man Noir. Is that who you're talking about?
No.
He's right here.
Fabrice is huge. He's.
I'm not huge. I'm trying to survive just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I just decided that no one could show me the door out of comics, so I'll stick.
What you're doing Fabrice with Fair Square is amazing. Like honestly, Orange Cone, Fair Square, I love you guys so much because you guys are like pushing for all us little indie guys, and you're giving us opportunities that just don't present themselves to everybody, and so just keep doing it. And Fabrice is out here, just putting out just super insane quality projects and getting the West Coast side involved, and it's nuts. And we sat in a meeting like before the pandemic and like talked about these ideas, and then he's a man of action. He just goes out there and does it, and
that's why I can't. That's why I have to get rid of my car and can't pay my rent. And it's just like this is exactly why. Because I'm crazy.
True bohemian. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm already an immigrant. I came to this country with $500 and 4 pieces of luggage. So how bad can it be?
All I know is Lin-Manuel Miranda is working on it. He's going to do something and you'll get money somehow, I think. That's what all the benefits are for, right? Are they for you? Are you the person who's benefiting from Lin-Manuel Miranda's?
I don't think so. No, I don't get it. I don't have anything. Look, I had to take a loan from PayPal 2 weeks ago, so it's like really bad. But yeah, I mean, whoever wants to pitch a story in Mutiny, I still have room for stories in issue 3 that's going to be published actually for my birthday, July 27th. So if you guys have a 6-page story, it's creator owned, it's paid $50 a page, and it's a one-time use, and it's in issues of Mutiny. So
nice.
It goes worldwide.
I may be interested in that. So
Yeah.
I was Mutiny on Kickstarter.
Yes.
Okay. I think
Issue
I remember
0.
seeing that Venom cover, and I was just like, I don't really know what this is, so I'm going to move
Venom?
on.
No, there was never a Venom cover.
No,
it was a Spawn cover.
Spawn cover. That's what I mean.
There was
I
a
remember
Greg
seeing the
Capullo
Spawn
Spawn.
cover and showing my wife and being like, I don't understand what this is. I should probably back it, but I don't know what it is. But it's really cool.
It's
Yeah.
so good, man.
Well,
it really, really is.
Fortunately, you can't even buy this copy because we're sold out of issue 0. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Whenever Fabrice is at a convention with me, and there are people that I start talking to, and I know they're kind of within the same age group because we start talking about Wizard Magazine. I was like, imagine if Wizard Magazine was better. And then I directly just send them over. I'm like, you have to see this magazine. It's incredible. He's got comics in there. He's got interviews. and it's he says indie, but it's like indies, pros that are friends. He's got these fantastic covers. It really is an incredible magazine, and it's something that I feel like the industry has been lacking for the last 15, 20 years, right? And Fabrice is out there putting this magazine out, and it really is incredible. You guys should see it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I claim the first envelope wizard half. Orange Cone will produce something for you, but they've got to send it for a mutiny half. Do the whole label, send it out, whole thing.
that's funny. Well, actually, I started in magazine 26 years ago in my home country. I launched a magazine about American comics called Comic Box, and it lasted for 17 years. So
Damn.
it's like I'm no stranger to that. It's like riding a bike.
Have you met Donnie Cates yet?
I met Donnie Cates. We were on panels together.
You have to give him copies of Mutiny. I don't know if you know, because I'm a huge fan. I do all his Patreon, listen to all his stuff.
Here's the problem with Donnie Cates. Nobody has access to him. Like when I meet him, is by accident, and he's like very friendly every time I meet him by accident. Like the last time was in 2020. We were in a con together in Hawaii, and he dropped by my table and said, "Hey Fabrice, how are you?" And it was it. That's all I saw of him. So if anyone has direct access, his email or his phone number, like I will totally have Donnie Cates.
I can get you Megan's information. So
yeah, isn't that weird? Like to say, "Oh, hey,
right.
Can we talk about your hobby?" So like that's not like if I call Megan, it's to talk about her work.
Right, which she's very talented. So I mean,
she is absolutely
do that.
But like that's no.
I actually saw.
Or we can do what we did with Arthur Adams and Joyce Chin, which is doing an interview with the both of them, which was interesting because you rarely have those artists that are a couple talking together about the business. So.
No, absolutely. So I was next to Donnie Cates once at a con, and he was sitting like behind me, and he was writing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, wow.
He was at the con, so he was over there, and it was the hardest thing. He actually had to ask me to stop because I kept going.
There are a few people who do that. Do you guys know Amy Chu? Amy's doing that too. She's writing all her comics at cons. Because she said that at home she has no because she has kids and she has multiple activities. So at home she doesn't really write. So she goes to cons just to write her comics.
Wow. That makes sense.
Yeah, this was one of those cons that was kind of a dud. They spent a lot of money to get everyone there, and it was kind of a dud. And it was fantastic for me because I was who was I next to? I was next to David Mack. David Mack was on my right. I'm just sitting there. Donnie Cates was on the booth behind me. Like I could literally reach and touch him and Megan. Like it was so weird. I'm like, what is happening?
Where was it?
It was in Florida in like 2019. So his Guardian days, but it was pretty funny. All right, so let's go over everybody's campaign. Sorry, we're wrapping up. Let's go over everybody's campaign. Colleen wants to go to bed. Look at her; she's tired.
Oh no!
No! Don't get me involved in that. I've got tea. I'm good.
You got tea does not work the same here in America that it does in England because that would not do anything.
That's because we're experts with tea in England. So it's
oh, Byrne.
Fun. So, all right. Just because we're talking about tea, let me see if I have it here. Hold on. All right. Yes, I have it here. So I'm working on a deal to do these, Colleen, and one of them will be Cthulhu Invades Wonderland with tea. I don't know if I'm allowed to send it to you though, because sending food products over country lines is a little hard.
All right. Okay. I see. Well, you can always smuggle it over. I mean, come on. You've seen Prohibition. Come on. You can do
Just keister that thing and take a plane. You'll be fine.
Yes, absolutely. You survive Prohibition. You'll survive anything.
They bust me in London. We're going to have to check your bottle. What is all this tea doing?
20 condoms full of tea in your stomach.
Oh, God.
That's it. Just drink the evidence. You'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna land on Demon Bitch.
We're all getting banned tonight. See y'all.
Yeah.
The great tea snuggling. All right, so let's see.
Upper
I
rectum.
think everybody's campaign's down. Let's see who's made money.
I have.
Just to let you guys know, I do these every Wednesday night that I have a campaign live. So if I have a campaign live, I'm always doing this, and I have a campaign live a lot. So
Every
I'm doing
Wednesday
these
night?
most
Every
Wednesday,
Wednesday, yeah.
most Wednesday nights. The few that I have off are literally mistakes. Something happened. It was not planned, but I'm doing it. And I'm going to do a private one in a couple of weeks for a poetry book because I thought that could be kind of cool. But Cthulhu Invades is where we started. Let's see where we are at, Colleen. You and I are the Cthulhu representation right here.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Don. And I love your story, though.
Yes.
All right, let's see where we're at. So we started at 43742. We are at 4836. So we've got a few there. We got 2 backers tonight. So grats.
Nice.
So we're good there.
That's
Exciting.
wild. Over 800.
It's insane, dude.
That's
insane.
awesome.
So let's go to the next. I've got the green zone, Mr. Fish. Mr. Fish, we started at 3668 at 105, and let's see how many backers the green zone got. You got two backers. 107.
Actually, like we got like 1 or 2 right when we started. It jumped right when we started.
Nice.
So
I highly recommend this book if you guys haven't picked it up. I'm super excited. It's one I come with all my endorsements. Definitely.
I am super excited about it. I may not look as excited because I gave myself a concussion yesterday, so I'm still kind of on the mend.
I hope
It's
you're
one of the-
okay.
I'm as good as I can be. I've got Tourette syndrome, and I have shaken so much over so many years. I've given myself so many concussions that if I shake my head no too hard, I will give myself another one. And my son came home yesterday. The dogs barked. I jumped, and there we go. Got another concussion. So I'm a little bit slow today, but I'm as good as I could be.
Well, we'll get you there. In fact, Fish, if you are not there tomorrow when I'm live, you can come on and we'll get you there.
I appreciate that, man.
For
Thank
my
you.
end celebration, I'll use all my birthday cards on you and see if what we can do.
I appreciate that.
I'll just open my birthday cards. This is what Fish is getting: a $50 Quizno card. Yay!
Score.
Doesn't help him fun, but Quiznos actually probably doesn't exist. I haven't seen a Quiznos in a long time, so you're probably screwed.
There's a couple of stores. There's a couple of
There's a couple.
Yeah, like it's not nowhere
Got a
near.
blockbuster card. Awesome.
Dale saying that. I'm like, did I miss it? Just about. Throw money at everybody.
Showbiz Pizza. All right.
I'm you're late, but you made it. Jill, send me a message. You can come on and pitch real quick before I'll stay up a little bit later to talk about your stuff. But Dawn, why aren't you funded yet? What is going on? We're so friggin' close.
I think I'm messing with the Facebook algorithm too much.
So Dawn,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
I'm willing to stay till you're funded. You want to do this tonight?
Oh, you got 50.
Oh, we're up to 50 backers. That's awesome.
You're up to 50. We've got like $40 to go. Are you willing to stay up with me? I'll do it.
I'm gonna take care of the dogs, but I'll come back and do it. Yeah.
He comes back tomorrow morning. Did we fund yet?
I got a life and all, but yeah.
But we started at 48 backers, so we got 2 backers on this stream.
Yeah.
And we are at 958. We got some big backers, actually, because we're at 932. So we got a decent amount. Not as big as I thought when I was saying that in my head. But
Someone
good.
come get drawn into the cover.
Yeah. I want to get drawn in the cover. Let's show that again. Where you at? You're gonna draw them right in these little spots, right?
Yeah, the little white areas, the negative spots. So that's saved, and then I just have it flatted so that it's ready to go when I do the color renders.
And look at this guy's back muscles. He's been working out. He's pink boots. I mean, this guy is ready to wrestle.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell I took that influence off of the Hart fam, right? Like, you gotta get
I'm not on
Shout-
Facebook, so he's probably sending me a message and probably going, "Hey, I can't get in." What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying that's a little shout out nod to the Hart family. Bret the Hitman Hart, when I was growing up, was one of my favorite wrestlers. I always loved the color schemes in wrestling of people's outfits. So
You
throw
were
back to
a
the
Hart fan?
Rockers, the Hart family. Yeah, just
You got
all
the
those
Ultimate
80s, 90s
Warrior,
guys. Yeah, Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, Ultimate Warrior. God, I loved him so much.
That was the best.
I totally believe they
Whatever
caught
happened
this
to the
wild man in
Undertaker?
the Amazon and brought him in.
Undertaker just retired.
Oh, he was still around. Hey, I remember him. And I
Undertaker
remember his
ruined
when I
perfect.
was growing up.
Well,
Drago, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome. Just send me a private message on Facebook. If you want to come in, we'll get you in. We'll hang around for a minute for you. Come on in.
But yeah, Don, your book is like bringing up all like my childhood memories. Hulk Hogan, Cap,
Macho
You remember
Man.
the Cap exploding
Yeah.
on the Hulk Hogan, that whole fiasco.
Imagine that though in space.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Yes,
Man, I did a whole bit on TikTok for like 2 weeks for the 5-star campaign to get us over the goal on that. I really should have been doing that for my own book.
Yeah. So any wrestling fans out there who love the idea of wrestling in space, help put us over.
All right.
Absolutely.
So Febreze here, hold on, that's not him.
That's me.
Febreze gets a special thing. I'll show the link, and right here's the banner. Look at that. We'll get him a little banner right there. I meant to make it scroll.
Art, nice.
Yeah, you got fancy. Will that bring us to the pre-launch page?
Right
Not the
now
one
and tomorrow at 9:00, this link will bring you to the actual page. So
and remember, he's not Eastern time like me. So a lot of my friends.
no, it's PST.
So
It's
it'll be
PST.
11 for our time.
Yes, it's noon EST.
and
This is so confusing.
Do you want to play this video real quick?
Yeah, play the video. You have the sound?
Yeah, yo, all my.
That's the end? No.
nice.
That looks hot.
That's a good video.
So
Thank you.
I don't know why, but that gave me vibes of Guitar Hero.
Well, I actually had the theme made for us. It's actually an original theme, and people who are backing the picture disc are gonna have this theme plus original music on it. So it's
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, speaking of David Mack, right there.
Yeah, David Mack.
I remember when he put that out when Prince passed away. I was like, oh shit, you got him in there.
Yeah.
Fabrice, is there a cassette tape option?
No, I refuse.
Refuse.
What? No, 8-track?
But we have a tote bag, a purple
All right.
tote bag. We have enamel pins. It's like what people like right now, and picture disc and if we get to the stretch goal, we're adding more stories. We're gonna have a box set just like in deluxe, vinyl things.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's insanity.
And so actually, I'm still missing a writer. So if someone wants to write a cameo story, I still don't have anyone for that. So whoever wants it,
I look at
can have
Colin.
Colin.
Hello. That's quite cool, actually. I have nothing else to say other than it's very cool. And if there was a cassette tape option, then you might want to include a small pencil, because remember in the days when you had cassette tapes and it chewed it up, you used to spend your time slowly trying to get it back.
They even created a little device with like that you could like rewind the tape like this.
Yeah.
Don't you remember those?
For me, we used to have this like tape recorder at home, and we used to put it in, and you had to fast forward and rewind to get it to smooth out again.
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't know about you, but I feel old right now.
I'm retro. I'm retro.
That takes for the cool young thing now.
I think you should send like just send a pencil, say a tape code. Tape
yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Actually, pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, so we've got a new challenger has entered. Late night, midnight. They don't care. They're just gonna come on and say, "What's up? How you guys doing?"
We're muscling in. How's it going, everybody?
Hello.
Let's here's the brains. I'm just here for
evil master
holding things, holding utensils,
muscles, and good looks.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't do any of that drawing right here, right?
I got the muscle. All right.
Beef. Lindsay's bringing the beef. Yeah, Jael and Lindsay, we are Oneshi Press. Lindsay's mostly the writer. I'm mostly the illustrator. Right now we're working on Tracy Queen. This is our 3rd Tracy Queen campaign, our 11th Kickstarter campaign. And we're doing all right. We still have 3 weeks left in our 4-week campaign, so we're getting there.
It's going really well so far. We're really psyched.
Yeah.
It's on the road to being one of our most successful so far. So fingers crossed. Yeah.
Nice.
So Tracy Queen is about a woman who was raised to be the heiress to a crime syndicate, but she decides she doesn't want to do violence anymore. She wants to do pleasure instead. So she becomes an adult webcam model. So this is our spicy series for people who are into the spicy stuff.
Nice.
That's why I didn't let him come on until midnight.
Make sure all the kids are in bed. Yep.
Yeah, all the kids are in bed. I don't know. I got happy birthday. Thank you.
Oh wait,
happy
is
birthday.
It's hey.
That's official.
Happy birthday to Travis.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
dear Travis. Happy birthday to you.
What says that happy birthday on the panel?
You guys should stick to doing comics, I think.
We don't have
Why do you think I do this? Nobody pays me to sing.
I mean, that was what, like 8-part harmony? Come on.
Yeah.
That's pretty complex.
8 different times and 8 different keys. That was good.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah, we're doing it in canon. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably get a cease and desist for singing "Happy Birthday" on my thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right.
Because I know I was on pitch enough for it to catch in the algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely copyrighted music.
Speak for yourself.
Where are we gonna go next? All right, we gotta check out the bitch. Let's see what the bitch is.
Check out the bitch.
Check out the bitch. See where the bitch is.
All right, let's go look at this.
All right, so the bitch started. Demon bitch started at. Sorry, you guys have never been here. What I do is I make sure we get friggin' backers because that's what we're supposed to do here. So we count them up when we start and we count them up at the end. And if I still need to get people backing, we're gonna keep getting backing. I'll just hang out until somebody listens to my voice and they want me to shut up and back his buck. And then it gets $1 and I get sad, but that's fine. At least they got something, right? They're moving along.
I remember
Every
that.
dollar counts, man.
All right. So let's go. So Demon Bitch was at $4,450 with 123 backers. And survey says we have now $4,796, 127. That's a lot of money, girl.
Yeah,
Sure.
nice.
Yeah, I always love it when I go on a show. Somehow it kicks it up at least 8 percentage points sometimes.
Yeah, no,
So I really got 8 percentage points today, so that's good with this. So thank you.
Awesome.
you're killing it. We're not going to bring Essence up, but Essence went up one backer and got $5, so we're good there.
Very good.
And let's see.
I've gone up 13 percentage points today. Good job.
Nice.
Thank you for the help, Travis.
No problem, no problem. And I want to see Shockhead Pete, which is my new favorite creator. I am going to follow I'm going to follow him through the marshes. Yes, yeah, that sounds good.
We can go through marshes.
Marshes, yes. Is there a lot of marshes in California? There's a lot in Florida.
There's probably a small little inlet of marshes.
Okay,
we can find.
I'll meet you there,
we have
and we will go
estuaries.
through those marshes together.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We'll need
There's some marsh.
There's some marsh.
All right, so we've got to get this.
Marsh
We've got to get it a backer because it has not increased, but you just got here too.
Yeah.
So
no, we had a good day thus far. So I'm just happy to be surrounded by other creatives.
Yeah, but you're far away from 200.
I know.
Get
That would be
four people
cool.
just to chip in a couple bucks and get you to 200. That'd be amazing.
Well, we got to get that. We got to get you funded. We need $30 to get you funded. We're at 30 now.
Oh, 30. Wow.
Somebody gave some more money, so we're only $30 from Battle Grapple. I just saw that.
Oh,
So
thanks.
hold on, Ethan. It's Ethan, right?
Yeah.
How long is this video? Because I got to get a beer.
I mean, the trailer is just 1:40, and then there's me and my wife talking for another minute.
All right, I can do that in 2 minutes. So I'm going to play this video so I can get a beer. If nobody has any problems with that, is that cool?
No.
All right, cool. All right.
Three blind mice. See how they run. They all came after an innocent life. So I took out their eyes with a butcher's knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life? You can never leave Winding Springs, Ruby. Your heart is too fragile. It will break. Fucking freaks! Are you okay, Ruby? What in the...
I should call for help, but no, he deserves this.
Hi, we are the writers and creators of Shockheaded Peter.
We hope you enjoyed the trailer and that you'll join us on this journey.
Our Shockheaded Peter is a reimagining of the original 1840s macabre children's tale. And we have built a whole world around the character of Shockheaded Peter as vigilante and defender for the downtrodden, while still maintaining the cautionary spirit at the heart of the original book.
Our story centers around Ruby, a 16-year-old girl with an actual broken heart. She's been ostracized and bullied her entire life by the terrible townspeople of Winding Springs. To top it all off, her father has mysteriously fallen ill, putting her entire family's livelihood in jeopardy.
Until Shockheaded Peter arrives as deranged fairy godmother and harbinger of punishment for all the horrible people in town. It's not until Ruby witnesses a vile punishment at the hands of Shockheaded Peter that she is tempted to join his disturbing crusade.
This is a 58-page fantasy horror filled with gruesome punishments and tongue-in-cheek humor, with incredible inks, colors, and letters by the super talented Giuseppe Sabe Di Stefano.
If you like movies like Labyrinth, A Nightmare on Elm Street, or even Beetlejuice, then you're going to love this book. And we have some amazing rewards for you to check out.
A limited edition enamel pen,
Several variant covers, including one by 2 Ringo Award-nominated artists.
a chance to put yourself or your business in the book,
And a chance at a private Zoom call with us, the creators of Shock-Headed Peter.
plus many more cool rewards. Please check below.
The art is done. The book is almost ready to go. We are just counting on your support for the funds to get this thing printed, and then we can send this wicked tale straight to your door.
We thank you so much, and we hope that you will join us on this dark adventure in the world of Shock-Headed Peter.
Thank you.
All right, good video.
Sorry.
Thank you for playing that.
No problem.
Chuck, we missed you in singing happy birthday to Travis.
Oh, damn it.
We gotta have to do it all over.
I'm Chuck Pinot, bitches.
Happy birthday, motherfucker!
Hey, Chuck. What do you like to do?
What do I like to do?
Remember?
That's a big
Bill?
question.
No, I don't. Oh, my name is Chuck, and I give a fuck?
No, that was another one. But
There's a lot of things I like to do. Some of them I can and cannot say on air.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me banned. Just because you're banned from Facebook doesn't mean everybody else needs to be, okay?
I just said that I wanted to hit Demon Bitch with a lead pipe, and they get mad.
But going back, Shock and Beat, that video is great. I did hear it the whole time. I want you to get as many backers as possible, so please back it. Let's try to get you shared out. I know that you've had a great day, and I don't care if you've had a great day. I want you to have the best day of your life.
And by the way, that is proof that my co-creator does exist on this show. Because last time it was just me as well.
I do have a question though that I'm going to ask you. So did you color your gray and your beard since the video, just because you had so many?
No, it's still there. It just can we?
Hey, I gotta say it. That beard is fucking magnificent. Because when I showed up, I was like, "Why is dude wearing a fucking mask?" And then you smiled, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's one hell of a fucking beard. Good for you."
Here's a little secret. It's all fake. I wish that would be amazing if I just did that right now.
So, because it's 12 o'clock, anybody who needed to go, you're more than welcome to go, except for Dawn.
I gotta go. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
But go ahead, Christy. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Me too. I'm going to leave you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Fabrice. Good seeing you again.
Fabrice.
See, I would have left, but now that Chuck's here, I've got to hang out.
You gotta stick around.
I got to. So
Chuck seems like the life of a new party.
it is. We need to get this book funded because Chuck's the editor on it, and poor Chuck, he's wasting away. He needs support. He needs money so we can, keep paying him to edit more books. So come on, hook us up.
You haven't paid Chuck yet? Whoa, hold on. Why are you even on my stream? My boy gets paid.
Actually, we're working on trade so that I can do stuff for him.
You're gonna see an amazing cover done by Mr. Fishley on Wendy's next book. So we're good, actually. We're solid.
I'm just doing it for Wendy. I just want to let you know, barter does not work in my system unless anybody wants to barter. Like,
You're like, I'm against it unless it works for me. Then I'm in.
Colleen, are you
All
good?
right,
Are you
so this is
sure
the
you're
room where it
good? It's
happens.
4 in the morning. Are you good? You staying?
Who?
Colleen.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just gonna say, good night, chaps, and keep up the good work. I just put it on a private chat. It doesn't mean I'm going away. I was just going to say good night to folks because they were already leaving. But apparently Travis wants me to go. So
no, I know it's late, and I'm worried about you. I don't know
Travis.
how it works.
Travis, I'm not sleeping. I have a script to edit.
But
I'm not going to bed.
I'm American,
When I,
so I
when I
apologize.
go to bed, it will be sunny outside. Right now it's still dark. I'm good.
But doesn't the
Yeah.
king require you to have so many hours of sleep? He like comes and checks on you. Like that's the way it works, right? That's why we threw the key in the harbor, because we didn't like the king spying on us. And like,
They have a queen now.
No, we have a
I
queen.
think you're mixing
and
some things together.
prima donna, like you're allowed to sleep with them if they're virgins, your wives. I don't know how this works.
I don't want to sleep with a 95-year-old woman. I'm sorry, no. That's just,
Have you tried? That's what I mean.
no, don't want
I'm
to.
just saying, don't knock it till you try it.
Right? That's
No,
ageist.
don't want
That's
to.
ageist, man. That's not
I'm
cool.
gonna say I didn't think I'd be into
Listen.
it, but Your Highness,
It's
I'm here to
not.
tell you.
It's not ageist. I used to sleep in the same bed with my grandmama, and she was 87, and that was
That would turn me away from older ladies too. Okay, you win that round.
Wait, like, hold on. I've got more questions. So, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is like, you have a whole bunch of old people sleeping in your house, like, and y'all have to stay at the same bed, like,
All in the same bed.
Yeah,
No,
it works.
well, it's a matter of personal choice. I mean, if it works for you, you can go for it. But
See-
personally, I like to sleep in my own bed comfortably.
See, Colleen, now is when you need to come at him with all the American stereotypes. Just be like, hey, Americans, can I see all your guns? You guys are strapped now, right? Like, could you just show me your 6-shooters right now so we can see that?
Yes, but I don't think
Can
that
you show me
Travis
your
owns
gallon of
that,
soda you're
you
drinking
know?
and your cheese?
Yes,
Or a
I'm
gallon
more
of
likely
ranch
to
dressing.
probably see him with beer or coffee or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
from Sam's, it's gigantic.
I also want to point out, Chuck, none of these are real stereotypes. Like, I haven't even actually said a real one. I just continue to make like, I actually attack her with stereotypes. Then we get aggressive, but she makes it up.
No, I don't have enough of a mean streak to do that.
It's too easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
That's hey, what did I do to you? I was nice.
That was good. I didn't see that coming.
So, Artist Press, let's talk a little bit because we haven't talked to you. This is the first time you're on my show. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't expect that. It was just good timing. We're lucky.
Just message me if I'm online. Whatever. Just come on. I don't care.
We don't even make comics. What are we doing here?
I love the community. I love the community. So whatever I can do to help the community, anytime, anything, my door's open. So whatever we can do. But we've been asking a question for everybody, and I know that you guys have a great answer for this. The question is, how many campaigns have you done? You know, and any struggles you may have had in those campaigns.
Oh, this is our 11th.
So this is our 11th Kickstarter campaign. We've done, how many books have we made? Like 20
something.
22. We've published like around 22 or 23, maybe 24 books. I don't know. And our 11th Kickstarter campaign, one was a wash. We did not make it, and we ended up relaunching and doing way better on the relaunch than we thought we would on our failed campaign. And yeah, so this is currently our 11th campaign.
Yeah, hopefully our 10th successful. All goes well. Yeah.
It would have to go pretty well to not succeed at this point. I mean, you know, we're already at 150%.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
I want to know, how long did it take y'all? Like, how long have y'all been working to get that many books done?
Well,
just out of curiosity.
We started working together on the book that we're doing now
10 years ago.
10 years ago, but it took us about 5 years to actually get started publishing anything. So I think we've been publishing for about 5 years.
Yeah, we've been just going hard.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And about half of the books that we've done are anthologies. So we started out doing 4 of those a year. We thought it was going to be so much fun, and then we were like, "This is
we got to do one a year."
Completely insane. So now we're doing 1 a year, and it's much bigger than the ones that we started out doing. So that's been a lot of our output.
Yeah,
Also,
can you talk about your anthologies, especially for anybody who's looking to submit, or how that works, or what it looks like?
Well, actually, today is our deadline for submissions for our current anthology that we're sourcing for. But then we'll, reopen submissions for the next one shortly after that.
Yeah, we have rolling submissions. Once we're working on this anthology, we'll be announcing the theme for the next one. But we're pretty loose about our themes. It's more of like curation sensibility. Is it Oneshi? But we do have like single word themes. And this next one that our deadline was today. This one is going to be destinations. And the following one is going to be cohorts. Okay. But yeah, if anyone wants to check it out, we actually do have a free anthology. It's the Unexpected Anthology. That's at oneshipress.com/unexpected. I don't know if it's okay to put links in chat, but if anyone
link away all the stuff.
So that's like a free anthology. You can get an idea of what kinds of stuff we do, and yeah.
Well, I think the most important thing that's with your business is Dawn's Kickstarter that's not funded yet. It needs $30, and I know that's very important to you guys, and it's very sad to your company that this one isn't funded because it's $30 away. It's embarrassing.
So let's do it. Let's fund it.
I don't understand. Dawn, isn't that embarrassing? Dawn's dogs are peeing on the floor because he can't take them out. And like you people who are watching this, and there's a lot, I can see it on the back end. You're allowing this pee to just go everywhere, ruining his. He's not going to get his security deposit back. I'll tell you that.
Poor dog.
Which is going to cost a lot more than the $30 to just get him funded. So come on, people, reach deep.
Yeah, we need to get Sarah McLachlan up in here and start singing the sad song.
Oh yeah, I have a dog whose face is perfect for Sarah McLachlan songs.
Where's my little scrawny dog? Come here. I'll pet her and y'all can sing.
In all seriousness, though, Don, if you do need to take your dogs for a minute, go check them out and come back.
All right. I just want to ask Jill and Lindsay, are you guys in the Facebook group Comic Anthology Creators?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, I've seen you post there before. I think I've definitely seen your post somewhere. I'm not sure if that's.
Yeah, I posted there for sure because I like to share when people are doing anthology submissions and when they're a good group or they're recommended from somebody else.
Right.
That way we keep great anthos going because anthologies are just a great place to start for a lot of creators out there who are looking to break in.
It's how we've made some of our best friends. So,
yeah, and as publishers, it's like you're just creating your own little like farm of artists and writers that you can fall back on when you need to. It's great. Highly recommend.
Most of the people that we hire because they've submitted to one of our anthologies at one point or another.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chuck's been in one of our anthologies.
Oh yeah, Chuck's had work in our very last anthology.
I was in Becoming. Yeah, that's right, with LK.
Right.
I think we're actually working on one for this new one too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, she just sent us the pitch.
Well, we have so many submissions that we're gonna just be like reading until our eyes hurt for the next like week or two.
Well, the funny thing,
we're flagging yours.
Yeah, excellent. Well, the funny thing is,
nepotism and favoritism. It's what we do.
I didn't know that book was coming out until suddenly I got tagged and I was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, oh, Becoming. You did that one with LK. Oh yeah, because for those of you who are not aware, Leanne and Gino is a fucking anthology machine. She just short story. So her and I think like we did the One Fangs book. But we have worked on like 10 projects together as writer and editor. Awesome. And that's because she's done so many anthologies. So I'm like, girl, are we in another anthology? Yeah, all right, cool, let's go.
That's so cool.
So Braden wants to know how long we're on tonight, and that's a great question for Dawn. Dawn is just desperately trying to get this funded for $30, Braden. So we're not leaving until this is funded. And I may keep going until Fish is funded too, but I haven't decided. But I'm at least going to Dawn.
Come on, $30. Who's got it?
$30 ain't that hard. Come on, folks.
It doesn't even have to clear. Just make it seem like it is today.
Doesn't have to clear. That's great.
You can cancel it after the show's over. Just put it.
Fuck it. Put it 1,000.
Just for Kickstarters. No.
Put $250 on. What does it matter?
Oh my God, that's happened to people
Loved it
recently.
when you put 10,000 and
Mm-hmm.
rated that one time. I know he was a big fan.
Yeah.
Money's a fake construct, anyways. It doesn't matter.
It's not real.
I'm waiting until I have 35 more minutes of vegetarianism, and then I've got my my Raising Cane's chicken right here, ready to fucking say goodbye to being a vegetarian.
With a pound.
Oh, nice. You set it. You
Don
set a
is
time
winning.
limit on being vegetarian.
Oh, thank you, whoever stepped in.
Congratulations. Someone heard our prayers, got the $30.
Here's churro.
Mazel tov,
Thank
Don.
You can
Congratulations.
Thank Chad, you can thank your dog needing to pee. You can thank Braden. You can thank Jesus. I don't care who you thank, Don, but you need to thank someone because you won. You're a big winner.
The dog should be thanking someone.
Yeah, seriously, if you've never sat on my social media feed, I thank everybody just randomly.
He does.
I just throw thank yous out all day long.
I imagine Don walking down the street just thanking random people, and he's not like, and he tries to find, thank you for wearing that hat today. That's a really nice hat. And then he just walks on. The guy's like, what? This is my hair, dude.
That literally happened to me today. I was at the post office wearing a hat, and this woman behind me just shouts, "That's a great hat!" And everyone in the post office stopped what they were doing and looked at me. I'm like, thank you.
Chuck, if you pitched to me that show of Don walking on the street just thanking people, I would watch it.
Absolutely. Yeah, check out this dude walking his dog. Look at the leash with that guy. All right, check it out.
I'll write a pilot. We'll get going.
By the way, if you guys want credit, whoever did that, please, leave your comment that, hey, you're the guy. So we know.
Or gal.
I think it was Don's dog.
Or whatever, whatever you want to identify. I don't care.
I think it was Don's mom. That's great.
It's time for him to go to bed. Come on, let's go.
All right. So congratulations on that. And now, just so everyone's aware, we only need $300 to do it to Fishes.
Here we go. Another 3 hours.
Dig deep, guys.
Got
dig
some
deep.
Mountain Dew by me here. I'm good to go.
Remember, it doesn't have to clear, so you're fine, guys. We already said that.
We've already set a precedent.
It's all for the show, baby.
Right? It's coming back to you, Fish. That's what you get.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I fully deserve that.
James Burton!
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's happening?
How is life in the you're not Mormon, but your family's Mormon, and you have to bring your wife to Space Jesus going? It's a long conversation. If you missed it, watch it for former episodes. It makes sense.
I'm interested in Space Jesus. I want to know more.
Oh, you
I
don't know
can
about
dig
Space
deep.
Jesus?
I got a little bit of caffeine in me.
All right, so here's Space Jesus. So if you ever go to Salt Lake City, Utah, where the Mormons are from, they have a temple.
I love this. Everybody's talking simultaneously and nothing is understood.
Can you hear me? We good?
Absolutely.
All right.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
I got to talk about Space Jesus, James. You got to wait.
Okay.
All right.
I heard you talking about it last time. I just didn't.
I do not.
We didn't
I do
have our
not
notebook.
Suggest I am an expert.
All right. So here's
Even
Space Jesus.
remotely.
So
Not
you go
even
into the
me.
tabernacle, and when you go there, there is this big temple, and when you go in, it's normal Christianity stuff. You have the New Testament, Jesus dying, all that stuff, and then at the bottom is all the Mormon religion from the Book of Mormon. But at the top is a giant space Jesus pointing at space, because the Mormons believe that, and this is why you're allowed multiple wives and things like that, that when you marry someone, you have to marry a male, and the male will eventually get a planet and kind of become god of that planet. And if you are a woman, you can hang out with him and he can bring you to that planet. So you needed to bring as many people. So men are doing women a favor by marrying multiple wives.
Okay,
And James is a space
there
Jesus
are-
because his wife.
there are two parts of the Mormon Church. Okay, there's the group that has all this weird crap about multiple wives and all the rest of that, and it's actually this argument about like who would succeed the church a whole long ass time ago. And I don't pretend to be an expert, but that argument splintered them off into two groups. And almost every single time you hear about some crazy ass Mormon story, it's almost always that group that wanted a different prophet and do all this crap. And the ones you hear about having 19 wives, they're actually segmented. And the other side of it is the ones where they got all the Eagle Scouts and 85% of like the Secret Service are Mormon and all the patriotic stuff that's involved in the Mormon Church. That's the main part of it. That's where like my extended family and friends end up in. So that sect, as I describe it, that's the one that's kind of weird.
Wait, so does that mean you don't get a planet?
I would,
if you could transfer.
I would suggest that I'm not an expert in it, and I don't actually even claim to have read about it that much. The topic got brought up a while ago. I can't remember. Somebody mentioned like Mormonism, and I ended up mentioning the fact that like I'm surrounded by Mormons like 24/7.
Well, I hope you get a planet.
But again, Space Jesus gives you a planet.
Nice.
What if you get a planet that's like just has all gas?
Yeah, what if it's not an M class?
Well,
right? You get like the shitty planet.
You get Pluto and it gets promoted.
I love how I somehow became a Mormon spokesperson. That would be hilarious.
We're open to speculation.
I think you should set up a website and answer these questions about Space Jesus, the planet.
Do you think
as an expert with no real information to back it up? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
do a whole series on the magic underwear and stuff with no real details to back any of that up.
I went to Salt Lake City to find one punk because I'm a huge SLC Punk fan.
Which
I
is
wanted
awesome
one
movie.
punk, and it wasn't until I was leaving in the airport where I found a guy with a mohawk, and I was so excited. And he then explained to me how he's a separate type of punk, got extra punky on me, which made me love him more. I think he was trying to disencourage me, but that just inspired me more. Like, no, sir, I am a gutter punk. I am not a regular punk. I was like, oh, please tell me more.
Punks are always trying to out-punk each other. It's hilarious.
That's the punk thing to say.
I was writing tweets for gay Mormon. What?
Whoa. Okay. All right. Good night, you guys.
On that note,
What an exit.
he's got a website to look for.
More about this.
So can I just ask one thing about Mormons? I mean, I don't know anything about the religion, but 19 wives. Is there a specific reason why it has to be 19 wives?
No, it's as many as you can get.
It started as a thing of just community, where if a husband who was in charge of a family, a patriarch or whatever, if something happened to him, another family would take over that responsibility. And the way they did it back when the Mormons were being kicked out of states and traveling and trying to find their way to Utah, how they would do that is they would join the two families together, and that's how that started.
And it's all Jewish tradition too. I mean, like if my brother died, then I would take his wife on as my wife.
Yeah.
And if we had a kid, that would be his son to carry on his name. It's a long lasting tradition. There's like little sects of like separate little Baptist cults and stuff around here that have multiple wives because of the whole, if a woman is on her period, she's unclean. So the answer to that is to keep them all pregnant. So we have to marry as many as we can to keep them all pregnant so they're never unclean. And like, it doesn't seem like that's going to work out in the long term, because how do you feed 50 kids?
Makes logical sense. It's fine.
But if you're just trying to get as many chicks as you can in your bed, then it makes sense right now. We'll worry about
if you're trying to
feeding
grow your cult real fast,
It'll do that real quick.
See, I'm really glad I'm not Jewish because my brother's gay. So as much as I love my brother-in-law, I just don't think that we would be very compatible in bed. So
you're just gonna have to keep taking it until you have his kid.
I want to go back to Kate because I kept thinking that she was writing like normal gay porn, for gay Mormon porn, but it's tweets. So it's like specifically targeting for the website. So it's not like she wrote commentary, it's tweets to attract new followers to the gay Mormon porn website.
Highly specific.
Very. Like that.
I'm
Targeted
impressed.
audience.
Maybe it was serialized and told a story over many tweets.
If we ask for like a sample tweet in chat, will we get kicked
Yeah, I
off?
think we should, Kat, if you could get that.
Probably.
over to us,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
God.
So
It's
David's
worth it.
here.
Let's get canceled.
I'm used to derailing topics and conversations, but holy crap.
Hi, David.
We got Don funded. That's what we were really
Usually it's
doing.
me and Kira making fun of everybody or ourselves so much that nobody else can talk. And now all of a sudden we're talking about Mormon porn sites.
I can full circle it if you want. I used to write porn DVD reviews for not a gay Mormon site, but for a magazine, a straight magazine. And doing that,
That's more
gave
mainstream.
me the inspiration for the comic that I am on this show to talk about.
Holy
Ta-da!
There you go.
Hey.
So
Segue.
David, welcome to Random Things We're Talking About. How are you?
But it's topical, so there we go.
Is he there? We can't tell because it's no camera.
You there,
Yeah.
David?
Yeah, I'm here. It's just the camera's not working for me.
You're
You hear
good.
me?
Yeah,
He's being
I
held
hear you,
hostage
bud.
by
So what's up, David? How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Are you here to make sure that Fish gets his last $300? Because that's what we're doing right now. We
Oh,
got
I
to get
see.
David $300.
Yeah, and we're specifically
I-
targeting Mormons.
$10 more.
We're specifically targeting gay Mormons
Sorry, I'm not one of those.
because it's such a growth market.
When we get
David,
to-
can you send us a link to your campaign so we can look at your campaign?
Oh, sure. Hold on.
Yeah. And let's look at Tracy Queen, see if we've got them any money yet. I hope so. It doesn't look like it. We got to change that. Hold on.
Maybe everybody's in bed. I don't know.
If anyone is interested, also,
Everybody's reading the gay,
It's only
looking for the gay tweets.
Nerds don't
Everybody's
believe
Everybody is preoccupied right now.
and although Tracy Queen is not safe for work, the campaign is, and the video is. It's all it's all safe on there.
Oh, all right, let's watch the video. How long's the video?
2 minutes.
All right, we'll watch it real quick. Let's watch this video,
Short and
and
sweet.
while we're here, we can back it. Oh, look, we got a backer right there.
What?
Yeah. Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're at 142. We're at 143. And we're at
Sure, sure.
795. We're at 810. Good. We're doing great.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
person. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Lindsay G. I am the co-founder and editor-in-chief of Oneshi Press, and I am the writer of Tracy Queen.
Hi, I'm Dale Draco. I'm the lead designer and co-founder of Neshi Press, and I'm the illustrator of Tracy Queen.
Tracy Queen is about a young woman who leaves behind a life of violence to pursue pleasure.
She breaks away from her grandfather's syndicate and takes the world of adult film by storm.
But her success means that everybody wants a piece, and her violent past won't let her go.
Issues 1 and 2 are already printed, and Volume 3, I Want More, is 100% complete.
All we need to finalize this next exciting chapter of Tracy's adventures is your support so that we can print the book and ship it to you.
We're bringing issues 1 through 3 to Kickstarter, a community-oriented platform that helps creators get their book into their audience's hands and make a living doing what they love.
With your pre-order of Tracy Queen Volume 3, I Want More, this will be our 10th successfully funded and fulfilled Kickstarter. And we cannot wait to get this book into your hands.
Pledge now to get Tracy Queen 1 through 3 in print and digital. A thank you on our website and the book.
The Tracy Queen theme song, a custom Tracy Queen minifig, and even a 1/12 scale, hyper-realistic Tracy Queen action figure.
With your support, we're looking forward to getting Tracy Queen 1 through 3 into your hands.
Thank you so much for pre-ordering through Kickstarter. We couldn't do this without you.
So check out the rest of our page and pick the reward tier that's right for you.
You can also choose from some sweet add-ons to make sure that you are getting everything you want.
Thank you.
I'm Lindsay G. I am... Lost it. Dang it.
I am the co-founder of Uneshi Press.
Don't put that in the group.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Damn. Nailed it.
You had me at BAM.
Absolutely.
But not at nailed it. Interesting.
I'm picky.
Man, my TikTok would probably go through the roof if I started putting in all the bullshit that I cut out. That would be. I'm gonna have to start doing that.
By the way, nobody's gave Shockhead Peter any money either, and don't think I didn't notice. Just because I didn't bring it up doesn't mean I didn't notice.
Oh no, I'm secretly blaming everyone on this call, and I'm making a list.
Right.
Checking it twice.
You're going to address this directly with Space Jesus. Directly.
Somehow that became a step in Kickstarter. Travis is going to make an instructional book about your connection with Space Jesus and Kickstarter.
I will probably, I'm going to be honest, James, probably the next campaign that I see fail, I will probably talk to somebody and be like, did you pray to Space Jesus? Because everybody else did, and they're doing fine. I'm just saying.
Yep.
That'd be a great stretch goal, a little Lego figure of Space Jesus.
All right. Again, we're going to look at your stuff. Colleen, is that a real goodbye this time?
Yeah, it's time to go and do some editing before crashing. Sorry.
Well, Colleen,
I do edit, and all these other things. So, yeah, I have that.
Wonderful. I am
Thank
so
you.
happy to spend my birthday with you, my first hour.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really pleased that it's your birthday and I got to say it first because technically, I was there.
Correct. Yes. In the future, because time is weird and England doesn't know how to tell that right either.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But thank you so much. And I love the Mad Ladder story. It's so good. We're so blessed
Thank you.
to have you in the book.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Many good luck to all the folks. Okay, I am rooting for your success.
I hope your editing goes well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Good night, all. Bye. Bye. Bye.
So, Shockhead Pete still didn't have anything, but that's not what I was going for. But I just want you guys to be aware that I'm watching. I'm watching it.
And I would not shut off
And how
the stream.
dare you? He was here before Tracy Queen, and you guys just cut the line.
We
Cut the
poached
line.
that one backer. That was your backer. And we just came right in and just snatched them up in a sack and ran away.
I should have said bam.
I was fair and loving Kickstarters.
Right? Did you even? You should have called it. You didn't call the backer.
No.
You
Oh
did
yeah,
not.
I think you gotta lick the backer so that we all know it's yours, right? I licked it, it's mine. That's how
Tap,
it
tap, no races.
Yeah, actually, can you guys message them and say, I'm sorry for the back. You guys made a mistake. You're supposed to back Shock.
That could backfire.
So, David, tell us about these twin superheroes drama here.
Yeah. It's a comic book that I have twin sons, and they weren't finding anybody in the comic books or manga that were twins besides like gimmick characters. And we decided we wanted to do a comic book, so we decided to make it about twin superheroes. And they're college-age twins who discover that they were granted superpowers when they were younger by a magical Kitsune, which is a kind of a yokai. And so we've been doing it. We've published 12 issues. We're working on issue 21, as a matter of fact. And Artes Merrick is a publisher that we have out of Britain, and they wanted to have it translated into French and then try to sell it as a bande dessinée in France and Belgium. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot there to unpack. So first I have a question. Before we address anything, we've got to address the elephant in the room. what exactly does Trevor do for prop designer? Like that's important.
Oh, he designed some props that are in the comic book. some items, so we give him credit. He's a co-creator, and we made him the letterer. So he had to learn lettering to do it. So
you sound like you were punishing him for the props.
No.
Listen here, I'm going to show you. You have to learn the letter.
Yeah.
So this is a 110-page graphic novel is what we're trying to get here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
It is.
It's the first 5 issues.
Okay.
And we had done a Kickstarter on our own for the first 5 issues as a graphic novel about 2 years ago, and we're honestly we're not working with that artist anymore, and we've moved on, but it's sort of the beginning of the story.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, we got to get them some money too. Let's write down where we're at with them.
That'd be really helpful.
So they've got 23 backers and 1,124, and this is powered squared.
So to help out, because I don't think I can help out with this one, but to help out Shockheaded Pete, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cosplay as EB so that everybody can jump on. So now I look just like EB. There I am.
Exactly. It's uncanny.
I know, right? Just like EB. I'm ready to go. Except for every once in a while I have to smile and...
I'm looking into a mirror.
I ran out to my car just for that. That was worth the 30-second run.
You know, that touched my heart.
Thanks.
That was...
Yeah, I mean, dude, we're indie. How often do people cosplay as our stuff or as us? I would kill for a Chuck cosplayer. Just some fat ass dude just walks up.
See,
and he's like,
that's
I'm here
something
as
I
you.
can cosplay. Put a hat on backwards. There are so
Right?
few fat bearded characters.
There you go.
I would give anything to have something to cosplay as besides Toby from This Is Us. Like, I would give anything. I want to start putting fat bearded people in my books just so us fat guys have somebody to cosplay as.
Dude, the main character in Angry Brain Artworks is basically looks just like me. Anytime I wear my patch, I tell people I'm cosplaying as my character.
Nice. All right.
That's amazing.
So Green Zone, still not funded. What's going on? What happened?
I don't know. I'm a loser.
It's too
I
awesome.
suck at
People
life.
take a look at it and they're blown away by it for the
They're
first time.
intimidated, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the sheer size and girth of Virgil as, this 8-foot lizard monster. They're intimidated by it,
Right.
You
They
had
don't realize.
I
See,
really like the
part of
setting
gold.
of it, though, dude. I dig it.
she had me at BAM and you had me at Girth. So
Which one are you guys talking about right now? Did we miss
Green
it?
Zone.
Life in the Blocks. It's my book. It takes place in a world where these superpowered genomes are on their first shift on the police force, and they're trying to earn their citizenship and their right to vote back, get their way out of the slums that they live in, called the Green Zone. And if they prove by serving humanity for 5 years without fault or mistake or anything that they're one of the good ones, they can get out of the slums and have a better life. So
Wow.
anybody born with superpowers automatically gets shoved into green zones and basically forgotten about. And the rest of the humans look at them as like supervillains waiting to happen, bombs waiting to go off. And so, Virgil is one of the characters. He's this lizard monster looking dude, he's 5 years old in these early pages, but, looks like a grown man. And when the only real superpower he has, other than being giant and covered in scales, is when he gets really terrified, his blood pressure shoots high, bursts the blood vessels in his eyes, and he sprays blood out. And so, it's not a good superpower to have. And he usually pees his pants at the same time, but he scares those cops and they beat the crap out of him for it. And now they have to file charges. So he caught a felony charge at 5 years old. And the only thing he hates worse than the police is living in the blocks. So he's got to risk his life to try and get out. And
I feel bad for him.
oh, it is such an interesting world. I mean,
Cue
you
the
get to
Sarah
see-
McLachlan music.
I'm telling you. There,
whole
you get to
road,
see people that like lived their lives as a human and then were like a late bloomer genome and they turn at like 20 or 30. And you might have been running a Fortune 500 company and living in a penthouse. And now you're shoved into the slums with all of these monsters that you've been afraid of your whole life. One of the characters, Bellamy, is covered in these razor sharp quills all over her body, and you can just see it in her body language. She's always scared. She's always tucking in her elbows because if she bumps into a human on the subway, she could go to the pen and never get out for unlawful use of supernatural force just by bumping into somebody. So she is constantly afraid.
It's basically like X-Men meets Training Day. Is how we usually push it.
That sounds awesome.
Not to try to crash in on some of that thunder because I absolutely love that setting. My book Damage Incorporated is about one of the teams of guys who actually hunt down those people and throw them back into those pens.
We might need to do a crossover down the road.
Right?
Yeah,
so that's
hired-
not actually in the same world, though.
No, they're not.
You're
They're
saying
not. It's just
about
there's
basically the
a
same
lot
thing.
of
Okay,
similarities in the concept. His is a
Mhm.
little bit more thoroughly handled, though.
Mine still needs to be funded, Braden, if you haven't already. It's
It's only $270.
You could go up to one of the sketch cover layers or one of the I do a pinup of 5 of your characters, and we could knock that thing out right now. Or you could go all the way up to the level where you could buy the actual original 16 by 20 inch painting that I did for one of the variant covers that has Virgil and his training officer Kim on the cover. And you could have that actual artwork hanging in your house for the rest of your life and brag to everybody that you have a real piece of fish hanging on your wall. And, we could be done with this and we could all go home. That's what I'm saying, baby.
And,
Let's make
and
this happen.
I've set a precedent. I don't care if it clears, just so you're aware. So that's Mr. Fisher's problem. That's not my problem. Like if you back my campaign and doesn't clear, I'm gonna private message you a lot.
We're gonna talk.
But yeah, I absolutely love these characters. They're all so deep and so rich, and they're all like everybody keeps telling me, how deep and complex these characters feel, and I'm like, it's because they're all basically me in one way or another. I mean, all of the great writing is taking these pieces of your life and taking it out to the extremes and saying, what is life like out here? And, I know what it's like to be uncomfortable in your own skin because I have Tourette syndrome and my body hurts all the freaking time. And I'm a giant, so I'm always afraid of bumping into people and hurting them. So, like, Bellamy is all of my fears of, like, hurting the people around me. And Virgil is absolutely what it feels like to be bigger than everybody else. And they all look at you like you're some kind of scary monster when you might be the sweetest guy in the world. I mean, Virgil, the only thing he wants to do with his life is get out of the blocks, open a bookstore, and spend the rest of his life in the back, reading books, pretending to be anything other than a scary monster. But he can't do that without risking his life. He is one of the poorliest suited people to be a cop. But, here he is. And he's big and he's scary looking. And, we'll have to see how this goes for him, see if he grows into it and figures out what he's doing or gets him all killed or, who knows? I don't want to give too much away because I'm excited about what's to come.
I definitely dig it. Don't be afraid to share it, though. It's going to click with somebody every little bit that you go ahead and reach out there.
Yeah,
There's all
you got-
kinds of
you
stuff
got
in there that
me.
you just mentioned that helps people connect with those concepts, and it's definitely worth hearing about.
Well, I'm just stressed out about Shockheaded Pete. Everybody else has got a bag.
Don't.
You guys are all talking about how great fish. He got $15. We're moving on. Shockheaded Pete's here. This was in Kickstarter reads, ladies and gentlemen. This was sent out. Jail and Chuck are cosplaying as the writer of this campaign. I mean, what more do you need?
That's amazing.
Shockhead Pete is just sitting there, just wondering why his shocked head is not enough.
I'm just gonna do this.
This is really weird.
It's a beard off.
But I gotta be honest.
Yeah, dude, we got some strong beard action going.
We do have some strong beard action going on.
So for people, just to give them some humble brags, some of us have been around for a while, even, and you were killing it though. We would kill for a $10,000 campaign right out the bat. So,
Oh God, yes.
You know, we're very grateful. I mean, we're not going to be sitting on our laurels, but we are very, very happy where we are, and we just want people to read it because we think people will really enjoy it. Yeah. We're just really excited about the book. Like you were talking about the Green Zone. I gotta say, your passion coming through. I totally felt that, and I appreciate that, and that's the same type of love that I have for my characters, but
absolutely
the type of thing that makes me want to read a book. Like I want to read your book right now because of that.
Oh.
So
Well, I got to tell you, and I'm sure I'm speaking for. How do I say it? Is it One She Press? Is that what I'm saying right?
Oneshi.
Oneshi. I'm sure I speak for both of us. When we see art like yours, Ethan, we're like, how do we get you in our anthologies? I'm sure that because I know that when I looked at Shockhead Pete, I'm like, how do we get them? All right, Ethan, write that down.
Oh yeah, it's like you're just kind of always on the hunt, right? Like on the prowl. Like, honestly, I mean, that art is so different and unique and beautiful. The Shockhead Pete art, it's it has this whimsical storybook kind of feel. It's got it a little bit reminiscent of, I want to say, like Yonan Vasquez, like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, Invaders Zim, that kind of vibe. Very much also in like the paneling, the actual like the gutters have like, there's like pages where there's this like inky wash from one panel to the next.
Bloody wash.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's very like the freehand gutters, very quick and loose, and then like
that really struck
eyes
me
in the
too.
jar. It's
I
very
love good free-handed gutters. I hate bad free-handed gutters, but I love good free-handed gutters.
Yeah.
And these pages definitely are on the good side.
Yeah, they're good. It feels very stylish, very kind of like
The page is like the actual Kickstarter is also really stylish. Those little animated GIFs as like dividers, those are nice.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had. That took so long to do.
So either people like you or they want me to go to bed. One of the two. I'll take either. But two people like you since last time we talked.
Oh, rock on. That was just me making two bogus Kickstarter accounts. Right? we gotta sign up. That's awesome.
But it is 1:00 Eastern time, and I know
Yeah.
Chuck's gonna eat. Right? Chuck gets to eat. When does Chuck get to eat? In 3 minutes.
Yep.
Chuck was celebrating Lent. Celebrating. I don't think Lent is something you celebrate.
No.
Participating in Lent.
Observing
Lent. Yeah,
Well,
that's
I was going to say surviving it.
that too.
So he's gonna eat meat for the first time in a couple days. So it's pretty exciting.
So we're going to turn this whole thing into a pay-per-view, so stick around.
Oh no, I'm gonna bolt and just mow down some. This chicken's been sitting in front of me for an hour and a half, and I'm just
Come on, man,
it's
we're missing
driving me mental.
Cash here, man.
I don't know if you should be leaving it out that long, man.
What is that called? The live eating
Hopefully it's
stream.
cooked.
Only pans.
Just turn off your volume and start eating in front of the camera.
Right?
Oh no, dude, you need the
Get
volume,
really
man.
close to the mic.
The whole
It's
ASMR
ASMR chewing that we're really
That's a
here
whole
for,
separate Patreon you're missing out on, dude.
It's going off the rails now.
Microphone on.
It's going off the rails.
Sounds like you guys are heading into some fetish territory that I'm not ready to fund. Like,
Whatever
I don't want to help you
makes
guys
you
with
money,
that.
Whatever,
You're not
man.
ready,
Dudes
Chuck.
with
Give it
beards
Do
eating
it.
chicken.
Do it for Green Zone.
Man, I was talking
put it
with this
on
one
like that. You can
podcast
make them
about my book, and we got on to like, all the stuff that other artists can do and that I can't do, and talking about like some of these beautiful women that can cosplay naked on their covers. And I was like, there's a very slim market of people that want to pay to see me naked on the cover of a book.
Dude,
That
don't
is
knock it. There's bear
absolutely the
culture.
they took. That's been on all the advertisements for that podcast.
But it may be a slim margin of people, but they will be devoted.
Yes.
And they will pay good money for it. It's just finding them. That's the problem.
Finding out.
That's your blue ocean right there, right?
I'm pretty sure Katrina can tweet to them. I think she's got the connection. So if we talk to her, maybe she can tweet you.
See, now that's what I've been missing up to this point is the people with the connections that are looking, for big gray fat daddy.com.
It only takes the right tweet one time, dude.
Right. So Chuck, what are you gonna eat?
I really wanted chicken wings, but Wingstop was closed, so I grabbed Raising Cane's. So I'm gonna rip into that.
I'm not from Texas, so what is Raising Cane's?
Raising Cane's is just like some kind of fucking. I've never had it before either, but everyone goes mental for it, and it's just some. I don't know, supposedly really good chicken strips. Yeah.
Yeah. They just started here in California. There's like 6 of them in Sacramento now.
Yeah.
Katrina says, "Set up the Twitter account." I'll do it. All right.
Thank you.
Chuck's gonna go, and
Somebody's
James
proactive
is gonna
right
go. So
Yeah,
you guys
I got
say
bedtime
goodbye.
stories for my kids, guys.
See you later.
I might be on the way out as well.
Yeah, I think it's that time. We're saying goodnight.
Oh yeah, my wife's long been in bed and she's cute and I miss her, so I'm fixing to go too.
See, that kind of attitude is not going to get you the right type of people who you're trying to attract.
See, I know I'm supposed to keep up this persona of being this big macho gay stud, but man, my wife is cute and she's all snuggly and she's warm in the bed and I'm not. So
And I got to tell you, you got a whole bunch of backers recently. You're 111. You just bumped up a whole bunch.
I just hit like 100 this morning. So yeah, we've
just got a whole bunch of
pretty good.
backers. I'm proud of you. Like I said, you get the pass tomorrow at my birthday party when we're celebrating the end of Cthulhu Invades Wonderland. If you are not funded, I will kick somebody out so you can come on and we'll get you funded.
I will see you then because it feels like I'm still going to be itching along by then. I hope not. I hope somebody just goes and buys that painting and then I can be done with this not done. I'm still going to pitch it, but at least I could take a breath and not, stress out about it all day.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Hanging.
Thanks for backing me, Travis. So,
Yeah, no problem, man. Hopefully that helps because I back a lot of projects and a lot of people follow me. So definitely I'll keep an eye out and hopefully your camera works next time. And
I'm sorry. It just was sort of a last minute thing. I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, you're good, man. I got you shared out and hopefully it'll help. I'm sure it's a weird campaign since you've already done one. You can't even go to your old campaigns and go, hey.
Yeah. Well, we actually tried to go through the 100 pages and rewrite a lot of the dialogue, and we had a new front and back cover done for it and stuff. So we try to make it at least new and different. But
right.
We're kind of stuck with the artwork. It'd be too expensive to redo it. So.
I hear you. If you message me, I can invite you to a different group that's separate from that. That maybe will help you.
Okay.
There's another group as well. So if you just remind me in the group that we're in, and I'll put you in the other one. We'll see if we can help you. Just friend me on Facebook.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, same thing if you want to be in that group, Ethan. There's another group. There's a separate one.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit you up later this week, or I'll message you.
Sounds
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
On your final day tomorrow and all your funding success.
It's not going to fund. I'm still worried about it.
What time does it end tomorrow?
10 o'clock. I think 10, 11. No,
in the
11
morning or at night?
11 o'clock at night. I'm going to do another stream late at night with all the crew. Yeah, 11 p.m. So tomorrow night I'll be on celebrating my birthday with everybody.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We're gonna shout the campaign out in our update to our backers from our last campaign, and today we actually shouted it out to our current campaign.
I appreciate you. I'll get you guys in mine as well.
And this is what the third, right? You have Neverland, Oz, and Wonderland.
No, Neverland's the next one.
Oh, the next one, right? Okay.
By the way, David, Ethan, if you got to leave, you guys are more than welcome to.
Okay,
cool.
Talk to you guys
I'm
later.
gonna go, but I'll be in touch.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
Take care. Nice to meet you.
Dale and Lindsay, nice to talk.
Good luck with your campaign.
Thank you so much. You as well. All right, guys.
All right, now that these guys are gone, Jesus, they kept talking.
Well, heck.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, watching your campaign has just been so super inspiring. It's so fantastic, phenomenal, really.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. But when is the next pack? Because that's what I care about.
Ooh, the next pack, that's going to be
next year.
sometime next year because we
Okay.
actually have our very next campaign is actually Cthulhu based. It's our Tarmux campaign, and Tarmux is it's
Thanks,
an
Charlie.
interesting one.
Thanks, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie, what?
I think he's sucking up, and I like it.
I think I don't know. I've been learning to read Charlie's comments as sarcastic, so I'm kind of feeling like that might be shots fired. I don't know. Well, if you mean it, thank you, and if you don't mean it, I'll
Still thanks. I'm
yeah, I'll take it. You know,
Don't tell us because it'll hurt our feelings.
yeah, just don't tell me.
It's late.
So yeah, actually, Tarmux is a coffee brand that's been in pretty much all of our comics. It's been in Pack, it's been in Tracy Queen, it's been in all these other stories of ours, and the
logo is a
the logo is
Yeah,
Cthulhu.
I've seen it. Yeah,
And there's actually a horrible evil backstory behind it, and it's that this coffee brand was actually invented to keep people super caffeinated so that we can siphon their energy to keep a wall that blocks dream energy from feeding the eldritch, the ancient ones, so that they don't wake up.
Yeah.
So we're actually stopping them from feeding on dream energy. And yeah, we're super stoked about that. We've got we're gonna have actually thermos, like coffee cup looking thermoses made, as well as a little mini comic that goes along with it. And we're hoping, you know, if we know anyone that's got like cool Cthulhu comics or
Well,
cool
do you know these guys who can make you coffee?
Phantom Star Killer,
This is Coffee and Comics. They're a company. I can give you her contact information, and she could probably make you some coffee.
What?
Like
No.
little bags like this. This is Phantom Star Girl. I'm doing them for my brand, for my whole line. I'm going to do some coffee bags. They're not that expensive. It's not something appropriate to talk live, but yeah, that's something that we can. Something you can consider.
Need to know more. That is
Do you
magical.
get to like choose your blend?
Yes, you can talk to her and get all that stuff. Yep.
That's so fun. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
blown away. That was the one missing component this whole time. That was like the one thing we don't have. Well, the other thing I was going to say is,
And
you
she
know, we're hoping to-
specializes. Hold on, she specializes in her brand is Coffee and Comics.
Yeah,
So
I've
it's
heard of
very
them.
simple.
It just
Yeah, I didn't know
connect
that they
those
would work
dots.
with other people. I thought
Yeah.
that was just their own.
No, they're in Fort Myers. We can get you. I can get you in contact with her. We can.
I would love that.
Cool. I'm writing it down.
That's so super cool. Happy birthday.
So yes, you can use. What would you like? Would you like? Do you need some digital copies?
Well, what I was thinking is maybe we could. I don't know if you ever do this, but if we could like buy like a bundle, if you have like a bundle price or something, like X amount for like whatever, and then we can include them as rewards, physical copies or something like that would be super cool. Or you know, digitals or whatever. I saw that you had the digital pack up on this campaign as one of your, what was it? It was like your 100th backer
Something or
stretch
other
goal or milestone release reward. And I was like, that's so cool. Yeah, like we should be doing more things like that with the community and like, you know, having
the backer, like the milestone rewards. So everyone
milestone rewards.
Yeah. So
The
I
backer
do
milestone.
this. Yeah.
We've
So
been
what-
doing monetary milestones, but we've never done backer number milestones.
Since it's late and nobody's watching, I'll tell you. Here's the reason why you do this. Give you a little of my strategy.
Yeah.
It allows you to make more posts to help other people to share updates and things like that.
Sure.
Because every stuff, like I even normally go to 25. I just knew this campaign was going to be busy, so I was like, I don't want to do that many.
Yeah.
But on a normal floppy, I'll do 25 backers every 25 backers.
Nice.
But the purpose of it is not only to entice people, and it does entice people. I get messages all the time because so many campaigns go at this tier and up, you get stuff. It's not everybody, right? So they're always asking me, so how high do I got to pledge? I was like, man, $10. The lowest digital you got to go. And you get all these digitals. So it's really a good campaign. And you guys are in Comics Launch, so you've guys access to all those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and I have previews of Cthulhu Invades Oz and Wonderland that aren't up there, but you're more than welcome to have them. So they're 24-page previews for digital.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the same one that's on the Kickstarter, like the 24-pager, but
Okay.
A lot of people do that, so that's not.
Yeah. When is the you said Neverland is the next Cthulhu Invades, right?
Yes.
When is that planned? Is that
So I never plan them out until this one funds. I never get cocky enough to assume, especially when you're, I was trying to go for 30,000. That's a big goal. Like that's, when I went for 20, the last one, and I needed it because of the paper shortage. I really needed it. Like that paper shortage, my price of it has increased. I'm paying more for less books right now. Well, because I've done so well, I have to order more. But at the time, I was printing less books for more money. But yeah, so I just announced it. So what we do is I handpick people. I don't necessarily have an open audition. I kind of handpick. Hey, I like you. I like your vibe. And then I let you kind of pitch in a private group, like a character, but this one's a little more intimate because of there's only like 15 to 16 characters in Neverland, really, if you think about it, right? Because you don't want to split up the Lost Boys too much. You can split them up in like smaller groups, but you need several Lost Boys or they're lost individuals. Right? Yeah. And then you get the Darling family. Obviously, you can kind of split them up, but even them, you don't want to split them up too much. You've got Hook, you got Smeed, but even Hook's dead technically because I use continuity. These are all in continuity.
Okay, right.
I'm sure someone will fix that because you got to have Captain Hook, but then you got the mermaids and you got Tiger Lily. You can't really use the Pickaninny Indians because that's a really, really racist term. Really racist. So there's very few stuff that you can do. Think about it.
Do you have any notion about doing like extended lore, like what maybe Tinkerbell's other people or like anything like that, or do you really just want to keep to the main classic?
I keep to it, but I let people come up with interesting ideas. Like someone has already pitched me, "Hey, can I do Peter's Shadow?" I was like, "That is a great idea."
Cool.
Yeah. And someone, my wife wants to be in it, and she's always doesn't want to take. She's like, "I don't want to take somebody's spot. I'm not a real writer." I'm like, "You own the company. You can do whatever the hell you want." But all right.
Seriously.
And so she was like, I want to do someone who gives the prosthetic limbs to people, because there's Hook and like the peg leg. I was like, oh, that's a great one.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And if she goes dark, it could be like body horror. Like you can do funny or body horror, whatever you want to do.
Go a bunch of different ways, or even kind of you could go both ways with that.
Might go. I think the dog needs their own service. Yeah, the nanny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess there's side characters and honorable mentions that you don't necessarily think about, right? So
right.
Yeah, and who knows how many mermaids there actually are. We only see a few in the story, but there's certainly some mermaid colony, like underwater. So
Right. With the deep ones and mermaids, I mean, there's just a story ready right there. But we'll do that. But this one, because it's so small and intimate, I've asked 5 pros to come on. Charlie has agreed as one of our 5 pros.
Cool.
And then I am currently talking to Colin Bunn to be in the book.
Who? I didn't hear.
Colin Bunn.
Oh, wait, that's ringing a bell, but I'm not.
I mean, he's written everything. He's done everything from Sinestro to Magneto to X-Men to.
That's why.
But he does a lot of. He did Dark Arc for Aftershock. He literally every month has 5 indie titles out. Like
That's awesome.
Wow. But yeah, he's a little bit. So he's really cool. So that's exciting, and
that's
so
awesome.
we're gonna do some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. And then that ends this kind of saga, and then we're going to go on to the next thing.
Cool.
So
I love the idea.
How far apart was the last one to this one to
a little bit over a year, but only because I was scared of the paper shortage. I didn't launch in January. It's been done for a while, but I was scared of the paper shortage, so I didn't pull the trigger in January. I was like, I just need a little bit more time. I'm scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been done, and we'll do the next one. We'll do I think I'm going to do shorter development because I'm really hiring people. People who are jumping on are going to be though the people who've done this before, who's done a lot of stuff. So we'll probably have a shorter turnaround time, like an 8-month turnaround time.
Cool. Well, I was going to say if we can use any of your preview stuff, your preview pages for the last two for our Tarmux campaign, at the end of our Tarmux campaign, maybe we can when we're fulfilling that, put in some promotional stuff for your next upcoming Neverland campaign, something to dovetail them together.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to think about what can we promote as we're fulfilling, and what can we do, helping that. So
yeah, no, I think you guys are a great company. I remember being inspired by you guys when I started this, because you guys were a little bit before me. I was like, look at these Gaia anthology, and I'm a White Wolf player. I don't know if you guys know White Wolf.
Oh yeah.
So when I see Gaia, I'm like, oh, look at all this the Children of Gaia, that's a werewolf thing. I'm super excited. So I remember seeing that, and Pack was one of the first books that I backed.
Awesome, really? Wow, that's so cool. Wow.
I feel starstruck.
We're freaking just looking up at you like, how can we get up there? So
yeah, those things happen. And I try to tell people that, especially people up and coming, hey man, you don't know what people view you, what lens that people are viewing you from.
Yeah.
On where you're at. But no, I love seeing your stuff. I remember looking for, I think I just missed it early on for your anthology, you had just stopped submissions. And you never look again because you're moved on to the next thing.
There's so many. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing it and being because I love the idea of the pack. I love the concept of it, of each of the dogs, and they have their each name. I love that concept in the stuff. And I was very upset because I was one of the ones that you didn't message. I think I backed one of them. You didn't send. I ordered an extra copy of one the second time. And you guys only sent me 2 or something like that. I remember there was a miss up on your second pack, right?
Oh, huh.
You guys didn't send them all out, I think, or you sent them out in separate times. You sent out cover pack 1 and not cover 2, or you sent out pack 2 and not the dual pack.
Oh wow! So you remember getting a mess up from us on our first campaign? Is that?
I think so. I think it's first or second.
Wow. Yeah. Oh man!
But it wasn't a bad thing. Just fixed it immediately.
Send you pack 2 and 3 now. Do you have all 3 of them?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so you have the last one, right?
Yeah, I back all the packs. I'm a huge pack fan. I think it's a great concept. I'm excited to see where it's going. I don't know if I've read 3 yet. It's on my stack, but
okay.
I've read 1 and 2.
4 and 5 are going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like each of the dogs. They're all fun. I like the concept. I love the main character, the grizzled old man with a whole bunch of dogs. Love it.
Gritty.
As a guy who drives gritty crime, I love it.
We're gonna have to throw you in as a cameo or something.
But I love it. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up because it's late. I'm sure you guys were not planning this. But yeah.
No, we actually just got out of a mastermind session and we were like, oh, so tired, so hungry. And then I was like, wait, Travis is streaming.
Yeah. Anytime you see me live, if you have something going, just message me. You guys can come on, even if you don't have something to promote. Come on, get your FaceTime to a new network. I'm happily have you on.
I was trying to make sure to mess with you also because you were like, oh, except for April 14th, that's my birthday. Don't plan anything on that day. So it's gonna be like, oh, Travis, are you coming to our thing? And
right, we have this cool thing. Yeah, I did see that message.
But now we're doing something on your birthday anyway, and it's like, how did that happen?
Hey, yeah, it worked out.
But yeah, let me know if anything I can help you. I'm glad that you're taking the mastermind with Tyler's mastermind.
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah.
Which group are you in? I know this
yeah, we're in the Owls group.
The Owls group. Is that the
just there's the two
Rob Latari and Clay? Which one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Clay's not in this one.
This is our second time with Multari.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're getting a lot of FaceTime with Rob Multari, and he's awesome. Yeah. Were you in a live stream with him the other night? No.
Yes. Yeah. Rob and I are good friends. Yeah. I was in. I actually wrote something for Nightwolf. And we're good friends. I like Rob.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
awesome.
right.
Cool.
So, yeah, I was in his trade. I did the 4-page. I consider it like the Infinity Gauntlet, Civil War, Final Crisis. Those 4 pages. He may have created the whole universe of Nightwolf, but I defined it for the next generation. You know?
Right. So when Nightwolf becomes like a big hit TV show, he's gonna have to pay you like a king's ransom, right?
Right.
Infinite werewolf.
They'll want to interview me because of my impact on the Nightwolf, and not really so much him. He'll just get the cameos.
Well, yeah, you could give him like an honorable mention in your interview, right?
Yeah, your essay.
Basically, Travis made Rob, says Charlie.
Basically, that's what I
see. Firing shots.
Charlie gets it. Yeah. Someone's messaging Rob right now. Travis is talking crap, and then Rob's gonna be like, "It's 3 hours and 20 minutes to find out where Travis talked crap." I'm not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Just gonna let it go.
Just screen cap it. Send it to him.
But good night. Yeah, we'll get you this coffee information. And
thank you so much. That's so cool. I'm so stoked about that.
Yeah. And anything you guys have, if you guys have any questions for me or anything, let me know. I love you guys. I love you guys' work. I love what you guys are doing.
And vice versa. Likewise, please always ask us for help. Anything we can do. I don't know what we can do because your campaigns are like soaring, but whatever we can do, we will. You know,
Rob is going to take his crossover print back.
You'll hear all about it.
Awesome. Well,
yeah, it's gonna be because of this message, this little crap.
Wait, do you mean I shouldn't have sent him the screen grab of that?
He's gonna stop talking to us in masterminds.
Yeah.
Right. He's not gonna mention you guys' name in mastermind.
Yeah.
Or you guys are gonna have to like have an after meeting
guys.
to reconcile your differences.
Yeah. You have to talk it out.
A little breakout room, as they call them.
All right. Well, good night. Lots of success. I'm so happy that this is your biggest campaign yet, and keep hustling, and we'll get some stuff out.
Thank you so much. You have a great night and a freaking awesome birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And
all right.
congrats
Good night,
on
guys. Bye. Good night, Charlie, our one watcher. I'm sure it's you. There's actually like 6. Good night,
Charlie.
Let me show it one more time. Do you want to say one more thing about it? Let's show it. This is mine. I'm doing well. We're doing
so amazing. Look at that.
You're going to be 45 soon.
806 backers. That's so
crazy.
Cool.
What am I going to do with that many? I don't even know.
You got to lick them all to make sure that they're yours.
I have to lick each of you to make sure you're real. All right, hold on. I'll shut your window. So hold on. This is DB. So we can find you. It's basically the same thing, right?
Tracy Queen. She be.
Projects. I love it when projects we love get it gets to a non-safe for work. I'm like, that's funny.
I mean, we asked and they were like, yeah, no, this is totally cool. And I was like, all right, you know, we chatted with.
It's not safe for work, but that doesn't mean it's not classy.
Yeah. Well.
And it doesn't mean that it's not something somebody can love. Somebody can love things that aren't safe for work.
Exactly.
I'd like to think so. You know, I hope so.
That's my thesis.
So I'll bring it down to the art down here. You guys want to tell us about it one more time?
Wow. Yeah. So Tracy Queen breaks away from a life of violence to pursue one of pleasure, but her past won't let her go, and everybody wants a piece. So she does what anyone would do. She gets the help of her talking raccoon best friend and enlists him to build an army of cyborg clones to take over to defend her newfound liberation. And there we have it. Tracy marches her army of cyborg clones out into the battlefield to meet the porn mogul Dickie Doublefinger, who's been trying to take over her life.
And his army of brainwashed porn star warriors.
Porn star warriors.
All the while fighting a war on 2 fronts, as her grandfather's international crime syndicate is also trying to get her back. So everybody's just trying to own Tracy, and she's just ready to fight them all.
No, I just want to make porn in my living room.
And look at this fancy button. I saw the sweatshirt in the video. So.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be probably
I'm the
unlocked
guy
as an
that
add-on
wears
soon.
the band's shirt to the concert. What are you gonna do?
Oh, and you got the little lighting. Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
these things, I am in love with these.
I love the name of the company, Franken Beams. That's very clever.
Yeah.
That guy's great, by
things,
the way.
So cool. Remote controls, so you can change them from like across the room. Oh, where am I? Yeah.
Me and my wife have like 6, and we have it, and we never turn it on. It's not that we don't enjoy it; we just never turn it on. So they just gotta sit there.
You just gotta like set them up all around when you have company over. Just
right.
And everyone's just like,
impress your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to get them to cycle in sync with each other.
And this is amazing. Nick Torres did something for Cthulhu Invades Oz, and it was so good. He did the Wicked Witch, so I'm super excited to see more art from him.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, Nick was also, he did something in our last anthology, and it was just fantastic.
Yeah.
And so he's doing an intro for Tracy Queen, and I actually was just looking at art from it earlier today that he sent me, and
really
it's
good.
just adorable. It's like so much fun.
He does great stuff. But
yeah, he's really good.
I'm gonna wish you guys good night because
Thank you. Have a great
you guys
night.
are in California, right? So you guys are good. All right, Charlie says good night.
Good night,
says she's
Charlie.
good. Happy birthday. No shots. I can
No
take shots if I want. So no, you're not throwing shots, or I'm allowed to take shots. I just need to know if I'm allowed to drink shots. If I want.
Shots.
I'm 43, so I don't do a lot of shots anymore, but I want to know that I'm allowed to at 43.
Okay, you're allowed to take
Just
shots.
don't tell him he can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I'm not
Katrina's
gonna.
still
I
here
just
too.
wanna
Okay,
know
good night,
it.
Katrina. Good night, Charlie. Good night, Travis. Good night, everybody.
Good night. All right, I'm gonna play my outro, and you guys are free to go.
All right.